Hello. Hello,
Hey y'all,
hello,
hey.
hello.
Hey
We're
y'all, hey y'all,
here.
hey.
I don't know who's in here yet, but we show is. So we had to get
Girl.
to you guys with the reads and everything in between. We'll just chat for a second, let you guys come into the room. How is everybody? Oh,
Hey Jamie, how are you?
I don't even see it. I don't see nothing yet. Oh, okay,
I
here we go.
did hey Jamie. You know I have a 60 per
Hey,
second delay on here.
hey.
StreamYard be tripping.
Yeah, it's been like lagging a lot for lately. I feel like it be taking a second longer than I feel like it should. But I'm no IT person.
Girl,
But
listen.
I'm glad to see y'all filing in. Jamie, Dana
Hey
Dane.
Dana Dane, hey MJ, hey Antoinette, hey Candace. How are you?
I'm good. How are you ladies? How are you ladies doing this evening? Hey, hey. What's tea? Well, we about to get into it in just a
Girl,
second.
y'all know
Hey,
we
hey,
about to
hey,
get into
hey,
it. Hey Ray Bay.
hey. I'm so glad y'all could make it here.
Girl,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
it's been so much going on. It's ridiculous. Girl, I might have to have you up on Ass Huntsville turn with me on Sunday. Cause girl, did you get a chance to watch that video I sent you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm down. Let me know. Just let me know what time. I'll be there.
Ooh,
Hey,
girl.
Melissa.
It's
Um,
ooh, big. Hey
yeah,
Melissa. Girl, it's gonna be a skull dragging on Sunday, girl. I
yeah. You said it's triggering. I didn't even get to text you back. If no one knows what we're talking about, make sure y'all go ahead and check out Empress. What's that? Empress Radio. One of her latest videos on what's going on in those Love and Marriage Huntsville streets. So you can slide through on Sunday if we're gonna talk about it then. And it's always a mess over there.
girl,
Like
you know what? At this point, if I had 250,000, nah, I wouldn't waste my 250,000 on Montel.
I wouldn't waste like another at
But
this, if I was to see him on the street, like I would probably like scream and like run away. Like I don't know, I don't want no parts of like any. I don't want to
um,
be in
I wonder
any.
if Uncle Cliff would have beat him for free.
I'm pretty sure there's a whole. I haven't checked the petition lately, but I am sure as hell that.
Maybe Uncle Cliff would have beat. You think Uncle Cliff would beat him for a good pot of gumbo with a little potato salad?
I mean, I would. So
He need to be beat. Antoinette, I'm so glad you out the bushes. Like, I'm sorry. I can't stand a wee little man. And we're gonna get, we're gonna get more deep into it. Um, and this wasn't even on the topics for today, y'all. I swear it wasn't. But and we're gonna get more into it on Sunday on as Huntsville turn. But I just can't stand a wee little man. Like put Martell ass in a classroom and he can be a projector. Okay, put some plastic on his ass and write on him. He could be a projector because he don't do shit but project. He don't do nothing but project sitting on there talking about you want to run the social media. Well, I'm gonna run the social media now. But you the only one running the social media. Like it is you are projecting on Mel what you are currently in this video doing. And then you want to talk about why she sent dirty clothes. Maybe her washing machine was broke. I don't know. But first of all, since you the primary parent, you've always been the main parent since the beginning. Why she gotta send clothes anyway? If you the main parent, primary parent, with all of this, like you say, the gravy, the rice, the sugar, iced tea, the sweet potato pie, and the barbecue, and the tomatoes and the onions and the seasoning and everything else, why you don't have no clothes for them kids at your house yourself?
I guess that's something he'll have to answer for himself on the end of the day. I don't know. I think there's so much unpack with him, and at this point, I'm just good on everything that he is, everything that he aspires to be, everything that he isn't. Like I'm just good on his whole being. Hey, Cheryl, Leopard, and Pineapple.
See, look, they putting a robot. You sounding like a robot again. Look,
No,
Jamie put the robot in there.
I have no idea why it sounds like this. I'm trying to keep on something.
I about to say, can you hook up on another device?
Yeah, I'll go out and then come back on. Or, I'm just have to do it on here.
Look, I told you I was trying to think of the song. She said you sounded like computer love.
You know,
That it take ranting, hey cousin, it take you. You gonna always come in with a word. You gonna always come in with something. Yeah, I don't know. Streamer. Baby, let me tell y'all, I ain't even much lying to y'all right now. I am talking to y'all from my sofa. Cause today, oh Lord, today is not a good day. But I was not canceling on y'all. You hear me? Not today at all. So that's why I ain't on camera. I might give y'all a little 5 second peek. Baby, I look ashy. I look ugly. I just look. It ain't the looks not looking at all. All right, now you got to exit on one because it's gonna echo. Hey sis, hey California cutie, hey Love Hills. How are you? Hey Cheryl, my favorite Liberian cayenne pepper.
we just gonna have to do it like this.
Girl, StreamYard is acting funny. Hey, Candace, did I speak to you, girl? Did you sneak up in here on me? Hey, Candace.
Okay, hopefully, do I sound better now?
Yes. Hey, Sweet Pea 724. Now, y'all, we ain't gonna talk about it, but yes, like make hit this part right here. Like the video as you come in. In the description box is the link to both Barb and I's social medias, okay, as well as the links to both of our channels. If you're watching on my channel and you're not subscribed to Barb, the link for her is on in the description box. And if you're watching on Barb's channel and you are not following me and would like to, okay, go ahead and the description is as I'm sorry, for me is in the description box as well. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe channel. Shares with your people. And what I was about to say. Oh, and if you feel so, girl, I'm losing my train of thought, y'all. COVID brain. Um, and if you feel so inclined to do so, join the channel, okay?
Yes, yes. Um,
Girl,
yeah.
not
Trying to catch up with the comments that I missed. Um, yes, yes, please share us with your people. Share us with your favorite cousins. Share us with your aunties and them. Hey to everybody.
Say, baby girl, don't worry about how you look. Shoot, you sure can't see us behind these screens. Yeah, girl, but you know the way I be dragging for people. Uh,
I'm not.
the way I be dragging for people, I can't get on here and be looking at a hot ass mess. Y'all know they will eat me up in the comments. Hey, Yvette, everybody just sneaking up in here on me is moving so fast. Hey, Kim and Nicole, what you say? My lower back is killing me. I was cleaning the carpet today, child. Manual labor is not for me. Girl, why I saw labor, I was about to say, now, cousin, we about to have a whole conversation, and you about to get added to the list for me to cuss out, girl, because all I saw was labor. I was about to say, I know you not in labor, and ain't even told me you was pregnant. Why she about to come back and cuss me out? Girl, but that was just ridiculous to me, that wee little shrimp of a boy doing too much. And then you got Marceau coming around here with his scheme that the bishop set up. Did you see that? Talking about somebody stole his car at the Aloft downtown Atlanta, and he ain't gonna never stay there no more because somebody stole his truck and stole the stuff up out his truck. But he got the truck back. I say now, Lord, it's giving me um this is a scheme that the bishop set up. So when somebody report that they saw my truck over here, it wasn't me and my truck. Hey Deb, how are you? How are you?
He probably was he trying to blame it on Wanda and like, cause I honestly was.
No, he was in Atlanta for some type of convention.
Uh huh.
He was in Atlanta for some type of convention, child, and he um he said somebody stole his truck. And then he said the people at the hotel was rude. I'm like, the people at the hotel told you park at your own risk. You said they had signs. And then he said he didn't know people steal cars no more. I'm like, what world you live in, Muscle, that you didn't know people steal cars? It's giving,
It's because he's from the other side of the tracks. Apparently, I guess they don't steal cars.
girl, they definitely stealing tracks on. I don't give a damn what side of the tracks you live on, the left or right, the north or the south. They stealing cars everywhere. It ain't never said.
I learned that the hard way one time when I was 19 years old, and that's exactly why I do not carry. I don't keep things in my cars for that exact reason. Like you never know, it could happen to anybody at any time. Mm-mm. I got one time, and that was enough for me.
Hey, brother, this our head. This my brother also. Our head deacon. Hopefully, they go ahead and let us know that grandmother is sedated or something. We'll talk about that when we get to P Valley. But hopefully, they let us know that grandmother is sedated or nothing. Cause Lord, we don't want to have to have no another fume. Cause brother
I,
Gab
I got Sunday.
had just bought
Finger.
the brown and the clear liquor, but we had some libations left over. We ain't had no food left over, but we had some libations left over.
We
So hopefully,
might have to whip them out. I don't know. We're gonna have to see on Sunday.
if we have to whip them out, I'm letting y'all know now the fume color's gonna be purple and white
I
in
can get.
honor of grandmother, and I'm gonna give me a old nasty. When I say a old nasty, I mean old nasty church lady hat like your grandmother and them used to wear back in the day when you wore. Grandma might even put on stockings and show y'all my legs.
Not
Come on, let's get started, cause I
not before you make me cough again. Oh, yeah. Okay.
the Saints was lit, girl. I don't even know how Sister Thick drove the church van home. I come to think of it, I ain't seen the church van since the funeral.
I don't know, man. We might have to fire it up again this week. We will not know until what Katori has up her sleeve until Sunday. Like
I'm gonna go live. Y'all think she kill off Loretta Devine. I'm telling you, I'm going live on the road trip. I don't know how to find this lady, but I'm gonna find her somewhere because she don't know that that is against the rules to kill off the black legends. You know what I'm saying? Even Tyler Perry didn't kill off Cicely Tyson.
I
You
might,
think?
I'm gonna fall out.
Girl, I'm telling you, baby, it's gonna be, girl, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna even have me a lace handkerchief. I'm gonna see where I can find me a lace handkerchiefs with pat. I'm gonna put on there Passa in aura. I
I'm be.
promise.
What was the reason? Like I'm just speak for you.
Girl.
But what was?
I'm gonna make sure the ushers have the big fans for you. You hear me? Make sure they have the big fans, and we're gonna have to have the cloths.
But
Girl, blasphemy. See, this is why I stopped watching his movies. I thought it was because of them wigs he was putting them women in. Girl, what movie he killed off Loretta?
I
What
don't.
movie he killed off Retta?
I don't recall. But I don't.
Oh, in the movie Bow Wow was in. He sure did.
Oh,
And he gave her raggedy children.
I.
But you know what? I don't remember that movie too much.
Me
Cause
neither.
that's the movie the girl was in he that's the movie that that girl
Yeah,
Byron. I can't stand that. What you say, bro? What you say? We going down to the valley to
I'm with.
yeah, we all. Oh yeah. Baby, because the
I'm with.
we gonna find her. We going in a church van and we
I'm,
gonna find her. We gonna find her because I done already had enough. I done
I'm.
already had enough. I'm trying to think of what other gossip. Oh, girl, before this the last thing before we get into our TV things because we got a lot of shows to cover and I got a lot of people to drag. What you think about Angela Yee quitting the Breakfast Club?
I don't really. I don't really listen to the Breakfast Club like that, but if she thinks it's going to like if she thinks that that's what she wants to do, if she thinks that that is, you know, best for her brand, then I guess so be it. But I didn't really like I just kind of saw it in my scrolling, in my morning scrolling. It's going to be different. I wonder if they're going to try to get somebody to replace her or what the whole dynamic is going to be now. Hey Joseph, glad you.
Hey Joseph, how you doing, baby? I
Hey.
like the picture of that cute little dog. That's cute.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't.
Well, the only time I really listen to the Breakfast Club, honestly speaking, is
It's
if
only
I'm going somewhere in the morning, which the fact that school is about to start, I typically would listen to them like on my morning route, dropping the kids off. But the mornings that she was there, I didn't really miss her. She didn't really add, I mean, I liked her for the rumor report and the gossip, hearing what was going on.
mhm.
Other than that, I don't really care. I don't really care. Especially like if Busy going live in the morning, I gotta be in his live because if you baby, he will find you and fire you up. I done been put on probation a couple times and only fired once and was escorted out the building by security. Yeah, girl, he a strict employer. So when you on his lives, you have to act accordingly in the morning times or you
I'm
will be
a,
fired. Um so but other than that, I listen to that. But if somebody I watch on YouTube is on, I'm not even listening to them. So it don't
yeah,
even matter. So and,
I ain't
and
the time.
so I wish her success in her personal endeavors. I'm never gonna shit on somebody's career doing what it needs to, what it needs to do for her. What you said, did we talk on hey Kiana, how are you? Did we talk about the Irv Gotti and Ashanti situation yet? No,
Mm,
we did not. You have thoughts on that?
I haven't really been following it either. I've been slacking, y'all. I've been slacking on the tea this week. Um, but from what I did see, just from the different headlines that I was scrolling up and down and seeing, he was saying some off the wall stuff that I feel like should have just stayed in his mind. Like, and again, what was the reason to feel so compelled after this all this time to come out saying that? Like, even if it was true or is true or whatever, like, okay, and you guys aren't together, and I don't think she's checking for you whatsoever. So,
Hey, Kiana, how are you? Jamie, you are absolutely right, but you want to know what was the reason? I guess we now know that when Ashanti sang she got that good, good, she did not lie because 20 years later, this Negro is still hurt that
like,
she left him for Nelly. And I mean, Irv, look at you and look at Nelly. I mean, we seen what that thing was like, that little hot dog stand was like in that leaked footage.
well,
So
I just,
that wasn't too amazing, Nelly. But I mean the rest of Nelly. Um the rest of Nelly, and then look at Irv got it. But sir, 20 years later, you still going on here. You calling this woman all kind of bees, this, then the third. Like you still bragging about a watch she gave you 20 years ago. You done memorized the inscription. It's giving hurt. It's giving I want that old thing back and she won't have me. It's giving bitter baby mama, as they would like to call us. You know what I'm saying? Like you are like an imbecile. And no, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with a man who listen. I love a man who will cry and show his emotions and can put their self in a place to be vulnerable with me. But however, you it displaying this level of butthurt 20 plus years later. That means you have not grown in 20 fucking years. In
mm,
20 years, you have not grown. You are in the same place. Then you disrespecting your wife, your girlfriend, whoever you with, because I'm not sure if him and that lady is still married or not. But you was with that woman at the time that you was messing around with Ashanti. Then you like, will she ever like get her masters or whatever he was asking? He was like, No. So you want to try to hold her hostage. Like you want to try to hold her hostage to make money off of her. Meanwhile, degrade her, disrespect her, and try to diminish her brand in the streets. Boy, you, you.
It's just giving corny for
It's
me.
giving Trina use a F boy. Is what it's
And
giving.
I did catch.
It's giving you mad because Christmas not in season, so don't nobody want your light bright ass.
I saw he said something about she ain't had a hit since they've been together, something like that, and I'm just like,
Didn't she stop singing for a while?
I'm like,
And
I'm.
let's be and listen, let's be clear. Like he said, oh, he was in the shower and he came up with baby baby or whatever, or no, happy, her happy song.
And it's
When she
it's
came out
still.
with happy, I was like, cool, but if you taking credit for all of these songs vocally, I like the Shanti, she was the girl back in our day. But honestly, I was sick of her and the babies, okay? So let's not act like you added some off the wall amazing lyrics because we got baby, baby, and oh baby was the biggest to ever. Baby, baby, oh baby, I'm so happy, baby. So that's the best that you could come up with to help her career. Boy, I'm sorry. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I like those songs, but that's not act like lyrically you stepped up her game beyond a preschool fourth grade level. Am I wrong? Somebody put it in the chat and tell me if I'm wrong. Cause that's his claim to fame. That's what he on here say. Then when we got off of Ashanti, you want to go back to Ashanti. Sir, I don't want to hear it. I did appreciate Fat Joe for coming out calling him on this SHI.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I appreciate that. Then he gonna come out and talk about him being the marketing genius that he is. Now you want to try to spin it. Him being the marketing genius that he is. He know what gets good press and clicks and this, that, and the third. So whether it's good press or bad press, and I'm sick of you Hollywood people with this good press or bad press. I, listen, if I get bad press, like even I'm doing this, I mean, listen, I'm regular, schmegular, degular, ain't in Hollywood, nothing like that. Maybe one day, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But even on here, if I say something or if I have to get rude with somebody, which hopefully I won't have to, everybody be respectful, keep it respectful in the chat. Um, but if it ever come the day where I have to handle somebody like that, and then I gotta get off the wall in this spread, well, listen, if it was deserved, then it was deserved for me to go off on you. But I don't want to have no bad press on purpose, making myself look like a simp.
That's what I mean. I feel like the last time we saw him was what on was he on like one, was it Growing Up Hip Hop New York or something like that? I think that's the last time he was on a screen or any was even being talked about even a little bit. So it's just like, and this is how you make your debut into 2022. Ugh. She didn't quit. She got signed to her own show. Now she has two nationally syndicated shows on iHeartRadio. That's huge for a black woman in media. And I'm not mad at it.
Listen, I'm not mad at it either. That's what I was saying. I'm not gonna mess up her career, but I just didn't listen to the Breakfast Club like that unless I was in the car on my morning route. Other than that, I don't really know too much more about her. But I mean, the Breakfast Club for me, I can take it or leave it. It's
Hmm.
for me. Some of the things Charlamagne say on there, we all know how he is. Ashanti is living her best life and she's still fine as wine. Yes, God. He's still married.
So I don't care
I'm
what he.
not sure if he is or he isn't. Ashanti was wrong too. She knew that man was married. Irv can go to hell. Listen, I feel listen, y'all know I'm not here for the messing with the married men. But I mean, good God, why we still talking about it 20 years later?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why was this needed to hit the like? Why are we talking about this? Like, I don't know. It's always whenever you want to air out stuff like that, it's always going to usually come back on making you look corny, like oppressed. Even if it is true or not, it's still going to look like okay, like.
And he better watch what he's saying because Ashanti was young, wasn't he? Over her. correct me if I'm wrong now, y'all, because I be knowing songs but don't be knowing who made them sometimes. So I'm not, because I'm not real into the music scene like that. But wasn't Ashanti signed to Murder Inc., which was Irv Gotti company?
Yeah, because that's why. Yeah, I think yeah, yeah. That's why they're all in like the same they the same vicinity of one another. They was all interlinked through the music and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she sure was, and 10 years younger. Okay, so we all know what's been exposed, and this is alleged. This is just my opinion, but he need to be careful. Open up his mouth on her because with me too, and how people coming out years later and saying, "Listen, I did this. You was my superior. I wanted to be on, or you told me if I didn't do this, I might wouldn't be able to. Y'all wouldn't promote me." I mean, I'm not saying that's what he did, but being that she was under you in a sense. I mean, I don't know how that worked in music. If anybody's in music, y'all tell me, would she be his subordinate since he was the owner of the label? That's like a
Right.
fraternization thing type
Yeah.
thing.
I think that you're not supposed to do like I'm sure that would be frowned upon, but yeah, sounds
And then
like
she was a kid under you, sir. So how? Oh, cause now I want to know. Cause see, now you done opened up the window. So how old exactly was she when you started messing with her? See,
ooh,
sometimes it's better to just close your goddamn mouth.
that's what I mean. It's always gonna come back on you, even if it's always gonna come back on you. You're gonna be
Or well, if she was 18 and shit wasn't nothing. Thank you, Kiana, for the super chat.
mhm.
Ashanti was 19 and he was 30 plus. God damn. In a position of power. Stop acting like we ain't heard of this before. I smell a Me Too moment.
Yeah, that just made me think. Mm-mm.
And I'm
But
not saying that's what he did. I ain't trying to put that on him. But we've seen all too much in Hollywood back in those days when girls like Ashanti and prior to them was coming up. So he better make sure while he's speaking on that situation, he's squeaky clean on that situation.
yeah, because that could come back. He could get. He could be bringing a shit himself.
On him that's not needed. And then you was doing that, and if he was married, then Ashanti girl, you can't be sleeping with the people husband. But if you was married and doing that back then to your wife, it was rumors, but it wasn't confirmed to my knowledge. Now you done just went out here and confirmed it to embarrass your wife.
That's what I mean. Like people be
So
doing,
you double disrespectful.
thinking that then that's when they get sprayed with their own tea. Like you should have just been quiet. She hasn't responded though. No, right?
No,
I wouldn't. I would just be
I
unbothered.
mean I wouldn't. Certain things when you over it, you just don't pay attention to it.
I would be.
The It's still predatory behavior. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. I just don't feel because listen, when I was 19, my mindset was one way. Even when I was 24, 25, my mindset was another way. At 30, it was another way. 35 to 38, because I ain't 40 yet. My mind is even growing. You're supposed to grow and you develop it. And you do have some people that develop way earlier and way smarter. But to me, a girl, I can't see myself dating no 21-year-old.
You mean right
No
now?
nights. Yeah.
I can't see.
He's 41-ish now. So yeah, she was about 19, 21-ish.
No, I'm good right where I'm at. Like,
So
nah,
that's like 20 years older than her. So all right, I'm 38. That's like me dating an 18-year-old girl. What?
I'm good.
What I look like going to prom?
I'm good. I'm good. And I'm good.
What do y'all possibly have in
All
common?
like
You've experienced more life, you lived more life, and that's predatory to me. That gives I need somebody that I can control and mold their mind.
said nah. Ooh, that's weird to me.
Kaya, no girl. Hey Kaya, how you doing, my B? You done spoke up, blah, 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 snuck up in here on us too. Not, no, Irv is in his 50s, girl. You know what? That just made it even worse. Jesus, good God, help me. Chest pains, my chest is palpitating. Lord, how disrespectful he is, even if he wasn't married. I can see why she regrets dealing with him, girl. Anybody should regret dealing with him. That's disrespectful.
It says
It can be close to a Harvey Weinstein thing if she wanted to play it like that. She doesn't speak on him because she regrets him. But that's what I'm saying. But you push a person to a certain extent, child. You push a person to a certain extent, and it'll happen. He had power. He had power over her. Those situations shouldn't happen. And she was young. He's a regular little beige Teletubby girl. You see you in these names.
yeah,
See you in these names. But you right. He did. No,
yeah,
Candace, she needs to blackmail him for her masters. Girl, no, she need to Harvey Weinstein it to get her masters. I don't want a lawsuit. I want my money.
yeah. I just that just opened the door for a lot of speculation and assumptions, and I hope he was cognizant of that before he opened his mouth, but I don't think so.
Child. We've all heard of what women go through at the studio. I'm not saying she should F him. He's he's hold a bunch of money over her head, girl. See?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey thick girl, how you doing
Hey,
today?
hey, hey, hey.
Okay. Oh wait, girl. She said, okay, he's 52 now and she's 41 per Google. Ashanti 41?
That's what it said on Google.
Girl, that bitch look good. Girl, Ashanti gonna give Angela Bassett and them vibes when she in her 60s. Watch. That bitch look good.
I need to go to the gym now. I've been slacking.
Girl, listen, okay, let me go ahead and give me a workout or something, girl. I'm gonna
I'm
have to.
a trainer. Get a trainer. I'm gonna be on a. I'm getting my meat, my cow. I'm get myself together.
Yes, girl. Listen, child, you just wait. I'm be fine, fine. Y'all gonna be sick of me come next summer, cause next summer I ain't gonna be sick the whole summer.
Facts. We was just talking about a girls trip, so
Yes, yes, for my birthday. For my birthday, Jamaica girls trip. What happens in Jamaica, stay in Jamaica.
May is the best month ever. I'm sorry to anybody else who's born in any other
Oh,
months, but May is a great time over here.
okay, listen, May and May. Yeah, we gonna make that happen.
I'm
Soon
down.
as I get the calendar and get my baby graduation date. Cause I got another baby graduating from 8th grade next year. So baby, if that graduation is in June, oh yeah, Jamaica, here I come. Baby, I'm gonna be down to the Jamaica. Let me pull up the YouTube tutorials to learn how to wine. Let
I
me
know.
pull up let
I
me
can
pull up spice videos.
I thought I was the only person that couldn't watch. I can't want to save my life. I can dance, but it's just my it don't be trying to do what it's supposed to do. Let me stop embarrassing myself on this.
My little cousin. You ain't know Ashanti had a Grammy, girl. Yeah, she got a Grammy for one of them baby songs. I'm sorry, but if I was in my 50s, I could never date a woman that could very well be my daughter. I don't care if she's 25 and up. I would feel disgusted of myself. Okay. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kiana, we gonna see you when you come right back. Now, with that being said, y'all, we done added the Bell Collective to our TV teams. So
Yeah.
we gonna go ahead and get in here on Bell Collective. Y'all, I hope y'all watch Bell Collective. Baby, it's just so funny to me. Hey, sweet brown sugar 504. Hey, baby, it's just too funny to me. You hear me? When I tell you too funny, too funny. Now, before we get started, girl,
Mm-hmm.
now why I keep wanting to put Khalees up here? Cause Khalees ain't did nothing.
this week.
to me.
It's good.
Oh no, girl, I gotta add that picture, girl. I know I took that picture this regular heifer. But go ahead and get the episode started, girl.
All right, so we've been gone for a couple weeks now, so we missed the first episode. But like Nola just said, Bell Collective is back. A lot of people were like, "When is it gonna come back? When is it gonna come back?" It's back. So everybody's pretty much no, I'm lying. Everybody's back this season except for what was her face, the dentist.
The dentist and her Karen is not back,
I
thank God.
her damn name right now. Anyway, she not back. I'm sure y'all get me together in the comments. Um, but yeah, so far, it looks like it's gonna be a little something, something. And so, what was it? This episode began with where it picked up or what it left off on the first episode, which was with Glenn and Letitia. So how do we feel about Glenn and Letitia and what they got going on? Um, I want her to leave that man alone. I want him to be a thing of her past, and he can save his excuses because at the end of the day, he continues to say, "Oh, I'm not perfect." Da 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 da. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, you're saying that just because you need an excuse for your piss poor behavior. Like, no one's going to give those type of disclaimers and stuff like that if they know that they're actively working on not making those same mistakes. So you need to just stop that, one. And two, I think he said something along the lines of he had reached out several times over the years to get a DNA test. And I'm just like, so why is all this information just now coming out? Like, you didn't think that that was something that your wife should be privy to as well? Like, it was just out here just doing whatever you wanted to do, not telling her shit, but now she's supposed to take you back. Like, no, sir, it doesn't work like that. Like, if that was my husband, that wouldn't be my husband. Like, that's not, that's, but at the same time, Letitia, you're going so hard about, oh, this baby, is this your baby? Like, I just need to know if that's your baby. Okay, so say he turns around and is like, yeah, nah, that's not my baby, as he said right there, which I'm like, you might want to get some actual visual proof on that because he could just tell you anything because that's what he's been doing all these years. So it's like, are you just now just doing that just because this is a whole baby situation now? Like, because it was all cool and I guess it was just water on the bridge and you just didn't really, talk about it when it was no talk of a baby. Like, it was just, I'm gonna turn a blind eye to it. But now all of a sudden there's a baby, you on a show, whatever, whatever. Is that why you going so hard about it? Like, I don't, whatever. You need to work on, you know what you need to do. And it, Glenn.
All right, before I get started, let me say, hey, it's just D. Y'all go subscribe and follow It's Just D, y'all. She have some good content. Hey, LNV, how are you doing? And girl,
Hey,
and Marie, you, girl, listen, D, Marie, them bad wigs, the way she talk as if she reading off of a teleprompter for a Broadway play and she trying to project to the back of the theater. I, I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm letting y'all know right now. I can't stand Marie. Marie work on my nerve. I know we want to talk about Marie right now, and we got to get to her. We got to get to her.
he didn't piss me off in episode 1, but this episode, like,
I couldn't be mad with her in episode one
this
because of
episode,
what I. Let's take a moment and we're gonna have a moment of silence for Marie grandbaby mama. I forget what they say her name is, but that was really sad and tragic. And whatever that baby was meant to do to be here, he gonna be something great. Cause the fact of how many bullets was in that car and that baby is still alive. So let's give a moment of silence for Marie grandson mother. Okay. Yeah, I know we gotta, we gotta be respectful when people pass, you know what I'm saying? And all of that. Now, Letitia girl, I ain't gonna lie, when you was talking to him like I'm not that little girl in high school. Now you just want me to come back and then you gonna do the same thing. I was like, girl, school him, school him. And then girl, I go to follow you on social media. And you, oh my God, you're still with him. Now I ain't gonna tell nobody to leave their husband, but it's giving me. I'm gonna need to add you to my cast of housewives of
Yeah,
denial.
my list is growing every day with that.
You will be added to the cast of housewives of denial, ma'am. I'm casting you right now. You a friend of the show. I'm gonna see how this season go. Oh no, girl, I got one. We got a picture. We got a picture of them. We got a
Oh,
picture of them. See
I,
this part right here when he was coming to pick up the son, and she was saying bye to her son. Y'all see that little lean he got going on? Y'all see that little lean? He was trying to lean in for a kiss, and she said no. I was like, she might go ahead and hold her. She might go ahead and hold. Y'all seen that lean? He was trying to lean in for a kiss, and she was like, bye, son. You know what I'm saying? She was like, bye, son. And then he gonna sit up there talking about, I need you to come home. You was my breath, my wings, my emotions, my everything, my world, my stars. I'm like, well, damn, this bitch must have been the whole solar system. Because if Marie, and I, no, Marie must be talking about me and that lady don't even know me. If Letitia, it's something about them women named Letitia and their ragged ass husbands, but I'm glad I ain't named my damn daughters Letitia.
I'm glad. Yes, yeah.
But if Marie was your sun, your moon, your stars, your inspiration, your breath, then why did you do what you do? Because I'm sorry, if somebody my breath, you know what I'm saying? My breath. It sounds like you. It gives me you saying that because you feel it sound good. Because if she's your breath, why would you cut off your oxygen? Why would you cut off your lifeline and your way of breathing and thinking? If she was all that, this girl must be Jupiter, Mars, the sun, the galaxy, all the rings, all the undiscovered planets we ain't seen yet. The ones that's planets that's not planets no more because they just rocks and the new planets. She must be all of that, okay? And then some because she had to have top Marie. Because if she Letitia, if she didn't top Letitia, then what was it for her? Why did you cheat down? And then when he said I grew up without a daddy. I don't want my son to grow up without a daddy. Sir, that part
I
triggered
wrote
the living out of me. And I knew then he was a piece of shit, man. That's why he looked like Lil Boosie, because they first cousins and they both full of shit. Okay. Um, because what you being married to this lady got to do with you being a daddy.
not a damn
What
thing.
you got, what you being with this lady
Nothing.
got to do with you being a daddy. I'm sorry. Where in the rule book of life it doesn't say when you get a divorce, you are no longer a parent. Oh, that means when you get a divorce because you can't have her and you can't get her to do what you want her to do. And if she was strong enough to walk away, oh, I'm not gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'ma leave my son with you. So can't no other man take you out on no date. Girl, baby, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, sir. That's why she have a mama who will babysit, and that's why we get on Auntie Susan or whoever the hell.com and get a verified babysitter. You ain't stopping nothing. No, girl, JJ ain't popped up yet, but his wife So Gucci is. Let me tell you, I am going
Like
up for So Gucci. She feel like she gonna be the shade assassin of the season for me.
I like her so far. She hasn't pissed me off like somebody that we'll get into.
Hey, goody good boy, Ascension Intentions. Listen, okay, baby, we will get a babysitter and understand your son ain't while the grandmother, cause listen, mother to mother, that mama looked like she's sick of you when you walked up in that house and was trying to speak to her. She know you been ain't no good to her daughter, but she ain't gonna say nothing to keep the peace for her daughter. See that mama face told it all. You been a dog, you been ain't shit, and she probably glad that her daughter is back the hell at home. See, when her daughter said she left and she said she wasn't gonna never come back, yeah, you left out your mama house and went go marry into this man and be with this man. And your mama probably was trying to warn you then about that man. Baby mama keep that baby. Mama will keep that baby so she can go out. Hell, the way Marie talking about she know Maria probably keep that baby. She already got a whole nursery running around the house.
My future babies, she'll keep my neighbor's granddaughter. Like she'll keep everybody. She'll carry everybody on her back all at the same time.
And
Marie.
then want to take out her frustrations out on everybody else.
Yep. Yep, in that order.
Hula, I want first rights of refusal. A man who wants the kids to be the reason you can't go out. Listen, Goody. Listen, Goody. Now you know all the dumb men like Martell about to be around here talking about they want first right of refusal. He done gave them an anthem from the 22-23 school year. I want first right of refusal. But so no, I wasn't. I ain't here for that. And then like, don't make no excuse about why you ain't gonna be a daddy. You gotta have your wife at home in order for you to be a daddy. I could see if he said, I don't want our son to have to live in two separate households. I
Hmm.
want us to all be in a house. That's different from I grew up without a daddy. So I'm supposed to let you go over me for your trauma.
I'm
You
still.
knew you grew. I'm sorry. Like, that's no excuse to me no more. Not when you a grown ass man looking like boosted, like you was boosted daddy. Not when you a grown ass man at the end of the day. At what point are you gonna take responsibility for yourself to heal yourself from your childhood traumas? So that I no longer had a daddy. Yeah, it affects you, but guess what, baby? Go sit down and talk to somebody on how to get used to it and make peace with it so that you can be a better man. Other than that, you want to be pathetic, pitiful, and out here slinging your meat everywhere. But let me tell you something. Y'all better start protecting yourselves while y'all out here slinging that meat. Because I promise to God on my life and soul, somebody bring me back something, baby. I hope your mama got a burial policy and her funeral hat ready. And it ain't gonna be no repass for you on this channel.
I'm coming for your head. Period.
Get you some therapy and get yourself together. Girl, let's move on from them because I done got hot up under this cover talking about that old raggedy bastard.
I think next we
J-
saw
Who we saw?
Latrice and Glenn, and he was down.
Oh, when she walked up into the beauty store looking like a crystal ball, and
Yeah,
her employee said, "Now where you going?" Her
you not
baby,
come.
her employee gave me, "Bitch, I know you ain't coming up in here putting on for the cameras like this. This is not how you come to work."
Mm-hmm. I was definitely giggling at that. But how do how do we feel about her still wanting to keep her store in the same like location in the same neighborhood? Do you guys think like that is going to be good for her brand and whatnot, and or not? Like, do you think that she should expand to like another area or what?
I mean, listen, I understand wanting to. I don't agree with her reasoning for it. I don't agree with her reasoning for it. Like, I come from the hood, so I'ma stay in the hood. It's like it gives. I might not be accepted by the other people, so I'ma stay over here where I'm accepted and I'm kind of like on a pedestal. If she would have said, because I want to provide jobs to my community, things like that. Which I think, listen, if you find you a place where you're at, to provide jobs for your community, fine. But if God is doing that, great. Then hire some people that you may can trust. That employee seemed like he was on everything. Let him be the manager in that store. Provide some jobs to the community, maybe for some girls getting ready to go off to high school or something.
Mm-hmm.
Inspire the community in your area and move to another area. Expand.
I think, yeah, I think the same
Just don't
thing.
put your vending machines in Walmart.
I
Because I
don't think
could
it's
see
a.
people rolling out of the Walmart with the hell vending machine. But I mean, I don't see why, if she's selling out, right? If she's selling out, why not keep your job? I mean, keep your salon where you're at and inspire. Because if it's in the hood, listen, it ain't a city that I don't know where you have the hood, right? And somewhere in the hood is gonna be the hair school for the black girls. Do
Hmm.
a partnership where, hey, the girls come out of school and they can work in the salon part. She said she wanted to get more stylists, with and get them. I don't know how that work, either a booth rental or a paycheck fee, whatever, however it go. And that way you can be providing. jobs to the people in the community, and then you can have, your other store.
Yeah,
Girl, Latrice, go ahead and do that, girl. That's a good idea I just gave you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with her keeping a location um, somewhere within the community there, but she should definitely look at expanding outward just because that's going to be a whole, she's going to be able to tap into a whole different market. Like the further she expands and stuff like that, it's just different. There's a different type of clientele in each place.
Client.
So she's never going to be able to tap into that market if she doesn't expand over there. So it's really kind of just limiting, if she just decides to just keep it in that one spot. I don't, but again, I don't see anything wrong with her still having something there, of course, but she doesn't need to limit herself like that.
And
Um,
I think we do need I think if she can expand to not only selling her hair, but maybe doing like a little heavenly beauty, but a goddess length beauty. You know what I'm saying? And expanding and put where we can start to get our own products from our own stores in our own neighborhoods. So I
um,
think it's ways she can grow with it, but her Grace, Mercy, and Daddy, Goody say Latrice and new breast. Her
I
her Grace, Mercy, and Daddy can figure out where the location's gonna be. But girl, this girl, I say Latrice, y'all not about to play with me with Daddy coming up in here with this wrench, screwing this little bolt and checking the batteries in the damn thermometer.
I was like,
I say I thought we were about to see him fix something. First of all, what is that man name? Because I'm so tired of hearing Zaddy. Zaddy. That I'm starting to think that's on his birth certificate.
Cliff,
Cliff, okay. I can't never remember it because
me
all
neither,
we ever hear is Zaddy.
but I don't want to
Zaddy.
roll off my tongue to talk to call him that. I don't. Cliff. Oh. But she of course she's apprehensive about going to this brunch because she knows Marie is going to be in attendance, but later on the episode we obviously see that she winds up going. But I understand her apprehension because it's just like brunch plus Marie equals mess. Like it's always she's 3 for 3 at this. Like there's no denying it. She would not be at no more of my events. I don't care.
You right. I agree. I agree, Sunshine, Sunshine. Hey, my baby, I didn't see you come in here. I think it was somebody else I had missed. Hey, just simply, I can't miss you, girl. I be trying to
Hey,
go back, y'all. Please, if I miss you, I just missed the
hey.
comment. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not her yellow wig, girl. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, I liked what her husband told her. Like, listen, at the end of the day, y'all should be grown enough to do it, and she gonna be lady like. And Latrice was like, nah, cause she real manly like, and I'm like, girl, you ain't never lied. Cause she definitely gives me the man in her and Essie relationship. Cause I don't care what nobody say. Essie is her girlfriend. I don't care what her and Essie get on here and say. It gives they give more of a relationship vibe than her and her so called husband did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not too sure about that husband. Was I
I
ain't gonna speculate. That ain't my business.
Yeah. I don't think we ever got a full answer on our accusations about that last season. So I don't know. We'll just
I
have.
mean, it ain't our business, but I appreciated that. But other than that, I mean, I was like, y'all, listen, you better give me more than you walking in this store in stilettos and that fake fixing stuff around here this
Need
season. But I think it's gonna be good.
to the bedroom and call these men.
It was the Andre, it
Oh,
was the George Washington.
I
Her hair looked like it was done for school.
it is. Hi, babe.
Hey,
Oh
TG.
man, what are you doing? Don't look
We're
at
coming to watch. We got to be on our good behavior. No, I'm just playing.
Psych. Y'all are funny with these comments though. But Marie should have known that we was going to eat her up when she can. Like,
Good luck, big sis, girl. I mean, little sis, big sis, sister.
yes,
In the DMV, girl, come on, full figure pageant. We sending positive vibe, girls. You better woke that woke that woke, and take that crown.
here's my
Hey, Letitia, how are you?
For you. Yes, good luck.
Y'all reviewers have me screaming when y'all say Essie and Maria or a thing. Listen, if tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all drop in the chat. Do Essie and Marie give couple vibes or not? They don't give best friend vibes. They give they hunching
She was
vibes.
way too hard for her last season. Why was she at the family conversation?
First of all, the husband told it when they said Essie was coming out on the reunion, and the husband said, "I know my place. Let me move because she needs to be next to Marie."
Like they was real.
I'm just saying, and I don't know nobody who would say, like, I would tell my husband, you, well, first of all, my husband wouldn't even say nothing like that if I had a husband.
Popped off.
It's given that's her girlfriend. I'm just saying, the
Yeah,
husband, your husband said, let me move out the way. I know she, like, from the other couch, I know she come first. I know my place.
that would have never popped off. Like
What?
they just wait all last season. It was just she was just her shadow all last season. It was just like
But anyway, let's get on. What's Continental Congress next? Yeah, this wig is giving Continental Congress. This wig is giving all rights to write the Constitution.
S
This
O
wig is giving the man on the
S
dollar.
flag on the play. Man down.
Then you had the audacity. You had the audacity to want to talk about the hair you got from Latrice Beauty Store. Girl,
No.
where you got this from? Bargain Bin Weaves? Girl,
I
that
was
hair was thick, nasty, nasty.
I was so offended because I mean she said it last season, but she said it I think the first thing last week I think she said was she's like I'm a cosmetologist, so I'm like
Girl, where?
yeah
Where? You took the
from
words
another
out my mouth because that was coming next. It's
cosmetologist.
given she
Don't
dropped out of cosmetology
didn't
school.
teach us to look like that in cosmetology school. Trust me, they did not. Like no, no, no. Like we don't didn't ask for it. Take it off. And like oh
Girl, wait. Let me take this off the screen.
before I fall out of
I ain't gonna be able to concentrate. Girl, Maria giving sitting up here giving Christopher Columbus vibes.
it was that and then she
Maria, wait.
the ones
That's so unprofessional. I can't even get myself. I can't even.
like what made her think that what like that's not expecting this season. I promise you not like city yes uncooked ramen noodle yes um
Oh Lord,
pumice stone like
I
two
should have pulled up that picture of Nene when she had that Raymond style to see who wore it best.
like why was that on your head bro like
I know somebody said she had on a wish wig.
it, it it was giving a wish wig like all, all of that all at once like I like her with the black finger waves. That's it. That's all. Anyway, um,
Wait, girl,
but
I had to go on mute so I could get myself together.
that's why I kept falling out. Like y'all was
Girl,
not.
that wig is giving. Let me buy this cheap wig so I could prove to y'all that I ain't making money like that and I ain't stealing nobody Medicaid. That's what we gonna call that wig, Medicaid fraud.
I gotta mentally prepare myself every time I know she's gonna come on screen with that. Like this isn't even your first season. Like come on. Mm-mm. But They okay,
But
so
I agree with you. I love her with the black shelf finger waves.
that's it. Like simple. Just keep it like that. But I think this next scene is when we met there the other new lady who's on the show.
Oh, I can't stand her. Oh, she worked on my nerves. First of all, Miss Real Queen of Jackson. Girl, go sit your I wanna be so much better than I am, girl. Let me tell you, I don't knock nobody's family and their legacies, right? Your legacy is your legacy. But when you come on my TV tooting and bootsing about your family and their legacy, and especially in Mississippi, and you talking about, my family and their legacy, girl, I thought these people was like way, way up there in it to find out they was high school band directors. Girl, not even Jackson State.
It was yeah, that she started off talking about, oh, my husband, and but like it's just she it was just she I'm gonna call her Miss One Up, because like the entire time just going on about, oh, this person, oh, your cousin's a mechanic, well, my cousin owns an auto body shop, like my grandfather this, like, okay, and like we want to do this whole Fair Street thing, oh, I already own property there and stuff like that, but girl, it was really, I don't know, it was very off-putting, her whole
Everything, girl.
off.
Akeisha, that is her name. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, I'm good on her. So Gucci could stay, but I'm good on her. And
Listen, I don't like her. I don't like her, and I'm gonna go even more into why I don't like her when we get to that Tide brunch. Okay,
that's when she really was like just
girl, she did too much. Marie was like, this was one time Marie didn't work on my nerves. When Marie was like, girl, I went to, it was, to me, that was
oh,
the real Marie. When she got to talking about her school, you notice how her voice changed? It wasn't because when Marie normally talk, I am Marie. They tried to destroy me. They tried to destroy my business. That's normally how she talk. But when she started talking about our school, she was like, yeah, Jackson 803. Da, da, da. I was like, oh, yeah, that's the real Marie when these cameras ain't around. And then she was like, oh, really? Well, but that band hall that y'all have? It's named after my grandmother, my grandfather. I'm like, girl, for real?
okay, Anne.
You was on, then, oh, girl, can I just say, God, that Tamra. Am I saying her name right? Tamra?
Canberra.
Tambra. Okay, the B just don't roll for me. Tambra, girl, I am so glad that you did not come back with 300 bundles in your head this year, girl. I am so glad you did not come back with 300 bundles in your head. Thank God, praise Jesus, He answers prayers.
I
And
don't
I
know how.
guess since you getting a little D now, your voice done got a little deeper since you got somebody eating at the buffet, girl. Cause it ain't as high pitched as it was seeming last season. Maybe when she took the hair out, it lowered her voice an octave. We ain't gonna blame it on the man. I'm gonna say maybe when she took all of that hair out, it lowered the octave. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so heavy, shrinking her head down to her neck
Mm-hmm.
or her vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. But she was just doing too much. It was giving, I need to feel like I'm better than everybody else in the room because deep down inside, I got some internal issues going on. Like, why did you feel the need to one up everybody? If somebody would have said, I had a corn removed off my pinky toe, she would have said, I had a corner callus and a bunion removed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
She
it's just,
was the entire time. It was just like it was like ping pong, and I just really feel like, and it wasn't even just stuff just solely about her. It was like she was validating herself through like her family's accomplishments and her husband, what he's got going on. It was just like, because anybody who's really got it going on like that doesn't need to just throw it all out there in your face like that. Like their stuff just speaks for itself, and you just are very subtle about it, and it's just it flows. The conversation wasn't flowing with her because she just was like, girl, relax, bring it on down. But we also had the scene, with Marie and her mom some people were kind of like not, they were like, okay, she using her mom for a storyline, like, or she shouldn't have really brought this on the camera and stuff like that. And I was just like, I mean, if that, if that's currently her life right now, and her mother, agreed to come on and discuss it and stuff like that, then it is what it is. But I don't think that I think that Marie needs to not try to just hold everything up on her back. She needs to have her mother get some rehab and actually get into a facility that can actually assist her and give her like some structure. She needs structure, I feel like. And because when she's dipping off for a week at a time and stuff like that, it's like, girl, like, and you should know if anybody, because you are within that kind of like industry and stuff like that. So it's just like, I think this is one thing that you can't just handle all by yourself. But at the same time, I understand maybe she likes having her mom close, because obviously she didn't have her growing up like that. So I get it, but I think she needs some help that's bigger than what Marie can assist her with right now.
Goody, Goody Gabor says, "I am from the
Yeah,
BX." She says her husband is from the BX. Ain't no way that brunch is the worst thing she ever seen. Ain't no way. The Beer Garden is in South Bronx, girl.
I should go visit when I go home. I should go see what it's about.
Girl, nah, I ain't trying to be funny. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I felt like that was another real moment that we got from Marie.
Yeah,
It's given that she's still hurt from growing up with things with her mama, and I am wondering if um Marie is lashing out and don't get along with women, because every woman she has a problem with now. I agree with her on Akeisha, with the exception of, if she have light eyes, you can't like her.
yeah.
I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But growing up in Jackson, she probably, looking at her age and not judging, not age shaming, just saying for the time period she would have grew up in, the lighter skinned girls
You
probably
heard?
were.
No, you heard what was it, Tambra, when she said she was like, oh yeah, she was part of the pretty girl gang or whatever, and she didn't deny it. So I already knew it was gonna be some mess when she said that, and she was like, like she knows she.
Yeah, so, but I'm wondering if, but I'm saying I think that's why she feel the way she feel about the um the light eyes thing, right? But I'm wondering if her mom, being the way she is and not having that relationship, if that's why she can't have a relationship with women.
I've seen that happen in real
I
life.
want, because she doesn't have a good relationship with the first woman who was supposed to teach her everything.
I've known people like that,
I
but
mean, I ain't excusing her, and that's the attitude. Because if it is much like um La Boosie Daddy, she need to go get her some counseling too and work on those issues. Um, Girl, I really, first of all, I don't understand how her mama took her serious sitting at the table with this. I ain't gonna, I
oh,
ain't gonna pull it up no more. I ain't gonna pull it up no more. I'm not gonna pull it up no more. Um, but when her mama said I was on drugs, if I the only person that it gave Frankie vibes,
rest in peace.
her mama gave me Frankie vibes, and may she
Yeah,
rest in peace. Listen,
yeah, you're
I
correct.
love me some Frankie. I was sad when she passed. I love me some Frankie because Frankie was who she was. Um, and I especially love Frankie when she was on Judge Mathis, and she was suing somebody saying that she was, girl. Pause, y'all. Frankie was on Judge Mathis show, and Frankie was suing this promoter because she was going to clubs making club appearances. This was around the time when they all had the show, and the person was the,
So
Jamie. Jamie.
Stop. There will be a
uh, she,
standard.
but I can't read. I can't look at no comments right now.
Me
Let me
neither.
put my screen on something else so I can get this part about Frankie out. So the concert promoter was promoting it as if Keisha Cole was gonna be there and not Frankie. And then when he didn't make the money that he was gonna make, he didn't pay Frankie. So, long story short, Frankie ended up taking him to Judge Mathis and Sue. She ended up winning the case, but in the process of the case, while she was talking to, and then he had forged Frankie's signature on some papers or whatever. So Judge Mathis ended up, looking at it, so it wasn't Frankie's signature. But she was like, "Yeah, Judge, and I don't even do that." Or whatever. And she was like, "Shout out to Hennessy, holla." And Judge Mathis said, "Don't you come in my court with that crackhead."
I'll have to watch it. I'll have to find that clip. That sounds funny.
You got to look up Frankie on Judge Mathis. But
Uh-huh.
I loved Frankie. But the mama gave me Frankie tease. But here's my thing, Marie. You was talking about Letitia, not Letitia, Latrice. All of these loves, Jesus. You talking about Latrice trying to ruin your business. I would have never, if I say I'm running a methadone clinic and all of this to help people get off of drugs, had my drug addict mama who I cannot help on the TV. Because some people, and I listen, I'm not saying that because it's a little bit different when you dealing with your own family member, because that pulls on your heartstrings. So I'm not saying Maria is responsible for that, but you have some people watching this that will be like, if you can't even help your own mama, how you gonna help somebody else?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, you talking about, harming your brand and stuff like that. I'm like, well, if they think, you got all these things in your own life that is out of order, like how can you be of any assistance to anybody else? Yeah.
Wait a minute, she running the multi medical facilities in the rehab and substance abuse field, but she can't properly get her mom to help. Look, and I didn't even see Jamie comment right here. Same thing I just said,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
just scrolled back up to see
Mhm.
that comment. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you have to think about your son is dealing with the fact that his baby mama just died. And can we point out the fact that she was a teenager
I wanted to
and
say
her son is grown?
thought it was not the right time. I rolled that back because somebody has said that in their own review, and I was like, nah. And I rolled it back, and I was like, 28. I was like, okay.
I'm
Oh.
I, I, uh,
Mm.
but not only that, you have kids. Your son have him and his kids up in there. And your mom around there on drugs. Now listen, I'm not trying to drag the lady about her drug habit. Everybody have a well, I ain't gonna say everybody have a habit, but everybody have different coping mechanisms. And for her mom or whatever she went through in her life, she
Mhm.
turned to the drug. But here's the thing: when stuff when she coming home in front of them children with black eyes and a cut in the back of her head, at what point do you say, nah, you gotta get out of my house? Like, I love my mama. And I will continue to give my mama the help that she need, but she wouldn't be able to be in the house with my children like that. I would have to put her somewhere where
Nope.
she can get help. And Marie, you stretch too thin. You got 50, 11 businesses, which ain't nothing wrong with having the multiple streams. 50, 11 businesses. You taking care of your son's responsibilities, which listen, I understand you want him to get an education and focus on his education, but ma'am, he also needs to get a job too and help support his own kids. Cause why he's slinging that meat everywhere for you to continue to take care of them kids. Plus, you got him. Plus, you helping the baby mamas with what they need. It's too much. You're going to
And
eventually crash and burn. When do you have time for Marie? And I don't even like you like that, Marie. But I'm trying to tell you, you need to make some time and space in your life for you. You are taking on the world on your shoulders. I know Essie be rubbing the knots out your shoulders for 3 hours before y'all go to bed at night.
she has lupus.
Girl, and she got lupus. That's too much. And stress will make your lupus flare. That's too much.
Mhm.
You got to think about your children.
Facts. That's what I would be doing. She already, and she's capable of ridding herself of certain things. You know, she got rid of Cedric and realized her worth. You know, finally. So I think that, I mean, Cedric probably got rid of himself too, but you know he was doing what he was doing. But I just think that she takes on way too much to for just one person. Is then you can't be of any type of help, you know, for another person if your cup is dry and stuff like that. Like you can't pour from an empty cup.
You talking about chalk, like chalk they write on the, well then now they use expo markers. Are you talking about chalk like they used to write on a chalkboard with, Goody?
Hmm.
Why do these mothers get on national television and act like cartoon characters? The way her mama leaned in talking about I'm an addict, I died. Girl, she said, I'm on drug. I said, what? I said, between her Sunday best
Her
and
wig.
Marie Wig, I just
It was I could I just I
but I wasn't gonna take a picture of that lady to talk about she was on drugs. I wasn't gonna do it. I do have a heart, y'all. I do have a heart. I couldn't do it, but Marie, you just taking on too much, and then you taking out your stress on everybody else, and then you want to keep talking about that lady that tried to ruin her business. But the first brunch we saw you at, you came for her damn business.
that's what I said in my review. I was like, how are you gonna say anybody tried to tear down your brand? Now you came in there talking about, oh, look at this hair, da, 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 look at this mess, like, you know, I paid for that. Like you came for her, and that could have lost her some clients and some people if they would have saw like, oh, that's the type of product she's selling. I'm not gonna buy her stuff then. You know, if it looks like that, the pot meat kettle.
It's okay. You want me to tell you what my addiction is on YouTube besides watching well, everybody's content creators is all content, but besides watching the messy videos, I like watching the pimple popping videos. I don't know why. I like the blackheads and when they get the tweezers and be pulling the stuff out your nose. I don't know why. My kids be like, mom, gross. I'd be like, ooh, look at that one. That's a good one. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I mean, we all
Um,
have our strange addictions. But anyway, what came after this scene? The brunch, the horrible brunch, right? The
that,
horrible,
yeah,
horrible brunch. Listen, Latrice, not Latrice, Letitia. I want you to understand Marie ain't your goddamn friend. Marie is dealing with some other stuff too much, and she is taking it out on everyone and anyone. Definitely. Definitely. She's very attention seeking too, no matter the cause. Yes,
whenever do you need to
that
drink seven
brunch. Now let's
water back?
talk about the brunch. Everybody walks in the brunch. She walk in the brunch. Their hairstyle looked a little bit better than anything that we've seen her in so far. You gotta admit, between all right, y'all. Let me, let me just ask. What dang, I ain't even do nothing. You laughing?
I thought she was about to do it again.
I ain't even. Dang, boy, look how you do me. I ain't even did nothing. But we about to do a survey. We about to do a survey. Which Marie look y'all like so far? Look number one. Look number two. Look, she did it, not me. Or look number three. So I'm gonna do it again. Drop a three in the chat if you like this. Look the best.
I'm
This the one I'm going with three. I ain't saying I like the style. I'm saying this the best one I done seen her with so far. Drop a two in the chat if you like Continental Congress. And drop the one in the chat if you like plastic wig with a bang. Somebody, you put one. You like the plastic bang.
I think that's the best one because it was too much.
Dana Dan said one. Dana Dan said I hate all three of them. None of them. None of them. Yvette said three. Yvette
I
said three.
won ultimately,
No,
but
I listen. They are all horrible for somebody who claims to be a cosmopolitan. Lord, not a cosmopolitan. Lord, I must need a drink. A cosmetologist. It's between three and one. Don't none of y'all like Continental Congress realness? Don't none of y'all like forefathers realness? Y'all out of line. Y'all out of line for not liking forefathers.
I hate it.
Girl, that's forefathers realness. Okay. Joseph giving a 1-2.
She looks like she got it from Paul Revere.
3 looks like she's a
No,
transgender man. Ooh. Hope she saved her party city receipts. Look number 4, whatever is under there. We gotta wait to see what look number 4 is.
I can't get with it, man.
Look number 2 look like she got it from Paul Revere. I can't, Lord.
That that is funny. Just
Yeah. how, how Akeisha looked at her head when she said,
I didn't,
"Oh my God,
I didn't see that.
I did. Akeisha looked like I know you lying. That was the one thing she didn't say that she do. But anyway, so we get down to the brunch and she all the Letitia all ready for the brunch. And I'm like, all right, come on, brunch. Come on, brunch teas, do your thing. She, cool. I'm like, all right, I know we're in the middle of a demic, so you can't have all of them people, but I mean, can we get a little flower arrangement, a little flower wall? I just wanted just a little more decor. Just me for the women empowerment brunch. Um, Everybody started coming in, baby. Miss Queen of Mississippi, for all the shit you was talking, I would have wanted you to look a whole lot better than what you look. That side pony with them nappy roots on the side by your ear, like we didn't see that. It was giving your ears roots ain't perms. They're not perms, or they wasn't. If you don't have a perm or well relaxer, if you don't have a relaxer and you have a blowout, it wasn't blowed all the way out.
I didn't see that.
I girl go back and zoom it in because I was like, I know she not dragging for everybody, and but I'm just saying to say you walk in like you royalty and
Oh,
everything else. I would have expected you to look
I
better, Miss Akeisha, because I ain't gonna lie, Queen Latrice looked like she was the belle of the ball for me, for what the belle of the brunch. She
yeah,
looked like Queen of Mississippi. She walked up in there serving a look.
yeah.
Okay, so Gucci looked nice too, baby. When she said her name was so Gucci, Akeisha was like, "That's your government name." She gives me judgmental. I look down on everybody's teeth, and I don't like nobody like that. I mean, we know this lady name is Sophia, but so what if she want to be called so Gucci? She is so Gucci, selling all of the real estate down to the Jackson, Mississippi, according to her word. Now, the finest husband part, girl, JJ and them plats, I can't with that, but whatever. She's supposed to think she got the finest husband in the world. But anyway, the ladies start coming in, baby, and Marie needed 50 million glasses of water when Latrice walked in the door. Now she got a whole attitude, whole vibe stank, whole mood stank. And I'm like, girl, why did you even come? Why did you even come? But I digress. So they going on, they talking about it. Latrice was trying to say that she have that Akeisha have land on Ferris Street, and then she was like, "Yes, I have land on the Ferris Street, and if we don't need to just talk about it, we need to be about it." And I'm like, "That's easy for you to say when you already got the land, and y'all know people be fighting in them historical areas. You got to come there with a permit, a deed, and everything else. So what you gonna do? Because it's only so much you can change. You can't change the outside if it's declared a historical area, and you can only change so much of the inside." But you still have to leave historical features. So you already got the land, Miss Ma'am. Why you sitting around here won't pick and act like Ferris Street can't get done without you? But you wasn't thinking about doing nothing on Ferris Street. Meanwhile, you on this your first season on these ladies show that they've been on for now they on their second season. You
Yeah.
needed to do something with yourself. If you all established and everything else, why you ain't been had nothing on Ferris Street trying to revive it and bring it back together? Nah, you was down there in the BX to the beer garden, probably drinking. Cause 9 out of 10, if your husband was in the NFL all of them years, you ain't been a happy wife all your life. I'm just saying, ain't too many of them that's around here faithful. Sit your ass down. with that dress look like you got off the Macy's clearance rack. And ain't nothing wrong with Macy's clearance. But don't come up in here like that with I just don't like her attitude. But I was with her with the dirty plate. Don't feed me up no dirty plate. And I was with her about the bird break, baking the food. Y'all know I say all the time, don't invite me nowhere if your food ain't right.
I
I
mean,
felt her about not wanting to eat the food.
she didn't have to be like, she could just be like, hey, Letitia, these plates, like, can we get some new plates? She didn't have to be like, can I speak to a manager? Do you need me to talk to somebody? I'm not eating off
Doing
my,
too much.
like, girl, like, you wanted to put her shit on blast from from the jump, because you saw she came in and she was like, oh, this is a small brunch. I was expecting something bigger. Okay. Like, she came in the door, just eyes just rolling.
Just judging. I was looking for more tables and more people. Girl, in the middle of the demic, you was looking for all of that and you ain't had on no mask, no hazmat suit, no none of that. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and have all your events right now with all with the demic and the monkeypox and shout out to my good sis Mace just sent me a article earlier. It's something else that some people starting to get up in China. Some other kind of something. Then I'll be right back. I'm gonna tell you what it's called. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Jeez. But yeah, I didn't like how she was coming in with that energy right from the door. Granted, granted, was I kind of like, okay, this is a little odd. You see this long table in the middle. It was just that. And at this moment in time, like I said before, Letitia is 3 for 3, meaning I don't want to see her brunches no more on this. I don't want to see her brunches no more. Um However, I wouldn't mind being a fly on the wall, just to see how it goes down when the cameras aren't rolling, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But overall, yeah, she just had the ladies there pretty much from the show and a couple extra, plus ones and twos and stuff like that. And they went around the table trying to where Letitia tried to play, the whole, oh, say something nice about everybody, and whatever. And then this is, yes, when Marie started throwing
Acting a goddamn fool.
glasses of water like she had it, like she was a camel. And I was like, I knew from then it was not going to be good. And honestly, I'm still kind of mad at Letitia and in this scene, because it's just like I wouldn't have gave her a moment at all. I'd be like, oh, okay, you don't want to play? Okay, next. And I wouldn't have fed into it. I would have just addressed it after, because as soon as you address it and you know how she is and stuff like that, then you start going back and forth and it's all this, and you got judgmental eyes looking. So it's just like you should have just not even played into it. Like, this is your brunch. You gotta have the control at all times. And in that moment, she should have just not even played into it. And that she should have checked her offline afterwards. But what do I know? I don't do brunches, so I don't know.
It's called Lanya, y'all. Langyya. Look it up. But it's something new. Y'all know the code the 19 came from over there in China. Not China done found something new or whatever over there. I just can't deal with them. But listen, let me tell you something. Marie is childish. Letitia, paying attention to Marie is what Marie wanted. Latrice, you need to realize Marie ain't your friend because you done had 3 brunches, and all 3 brunches, Marie, who is supposed to be your friend, done act the goddamn fool. Uno, dos, tres. You need to realize she ain't your friend. She is attention seeking. And then she tried to put, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this going on. Well, why did you come? Why did you come? And if your attitude was gonna be this thing to be around Latrice that you can't function like a normal adult, then you shouldn't have signed up to do a season 2 on the show. Because
That's
there are gonna be days that's all cast taping days where everybody have to be at an event. So
exactly.
you're gonna be in her presence. You know that by getting on the show. So why did you get on the show? But first of all, if you supposed to be running your brunch, Latrice, when she said when her old lady came, when her old lady, and y'all know I'm from New Orleans, we say old man, old lady. Same thing, girlfriend, boyfriend, B, whatever. When her old lady came to get her person said she had to go, she was leaving. I said, okay, tell her I'm gonna talk to her later. I would have paid her dust. See, Marie continues to do all of this foolishness because y'all continue to do this right here.
Wouldn't have
Start
been me.
leaving Marie out on that edge alone. I
Without
bet you she gonna come back in the window. She gonna tuck herself down off the ledge. Y'all ain't gotta do it every time, but this is what she want. Now you look like a fool. Everybody dragging your brunch because this is the third brunch where we are women, but we still ain't been empowered yet. Let Marie go off and do on her own, and then she gonna go ask that lady to come talk to her or whatever. Like you leaving the rest of your guests to cater to Marie. Then Marie talking about I wasn't the problem. I was leaving. I was fixing the problem. No, you knew exactly. You a grown ass woman. You knew exactly what leaving was gonna do.
and it was so,
Rush it out like she just had to leave, but spend 2 hours in a bathroom. Exactly. Exactly. But that's because Letitia catered into her. And not Essie trying to talk to Latrice. Like Latrice said, I didn't do that. But Karen set up on the stage. Correct me if I'm wrong, if y'all remember for the reunion. Karen, and I think my memory is pretty fresh because I miss Bell Collective. So I binge watched the whole first season right up until when the first episode started. Like, remember they had put the first episode out early. You could watch it. So I was binge watching it. I was on the reunion and it rolled right in from the reunion into season 2, episode 1. So my memory is pretty fresh. Karen sat on that stage and said Latrice had nothing to do with it. She was doing it on her own to get ammunition on you because she felt like you was gonna come to her at the reunion. Your own friend is telling you like that girl don't have nothing to do with this. She went to tell them I don't want no parts of this. You just wanna be mad. You projecting number two because you acting like Martell, projecting all of your issues and anger on this girl. And I need you to stop. I need you to stop acting like a 2-year old. You talking about ruining your business, girl. Your attitude so nasty on this show that I wouldn't want to come to net. I don't care if you was the best business in the world, because I'd be like, look, I'm gonna end up going to jail doing business with this lady. She talked to me crazy like this. Your attitude is nasty and horrible. Exactly. Marie is not her friend. Yet she doesn't have any friends, so she is holding on tight to her fake friend. Marie's friends are Essie and Marie only. Girl, yeah, all right. Essie is Marie. Marie, listen,
she wouldn't do that at Essie's event.
hell no, but listen, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Marie wanna keep playing around like she addressed it. It's amazing to me that people thought me and Essie was in a relationship. She's married. I'm married. I'm like, okay, you have a beard, she have a beard, and when y'all pass, y'all gonna go down in each other obituaries as her special friend.
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me. But that's it. That's all for this show. I
Yeah.
got nothing else. What was the next show?
Um.
Which one we going to next?
Oh, y'all, where we going? Where we going? We gonna go right here
Ooh, child.
on the left side. We'll start on the left side. Why don't we? Um. Yeah. So this week we got Love and Hip Hop times 2 back, and honestly, it might as well have been times like a million because everybody from everywhere is just crossing over into everything.
And
So
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want Rich Dollars. Wait, now on my left was Atlanta. That was your left.
yeah, wait, yeah, was that not everyone's left? Yeah, Atlanta. We're
Oh
going.
wait, wait. Let me just answer this. Do you think Latricia talked to Marie like Letitia wanted her to? No, I don't think Latrice owe Marie nothing.
I wouldn't have told her nothing.
I would
She's
have told her nothing. When I would have stuck to my first answer when she asked me now, and Latrice said, "Girl, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have time to talk to her. I'm not about to entertain her." I think Latrice should have stuck to that. No, I'm not about to do it. I don't owe her nothing. I'm not about to tell her nothing. I don't think Latrice. I think Latrice needs to stick to her guns. If Marie want to get over it and have an offer to have a conversation with Latrice, and she go to Latrice like a grown woman so they can work it out, fine. Other than that, La- I think Letitia needs to mind her business. First of all, that's Marie problem. Everybody catered to her, and she tried to talk down to Latrice. First of all, she tried to shit on her business. Second of all, she tried to talk down on her as if she's somehow less than her. When you around here looking like Continental Congress and the founding forefathers by the head. But on a reunion, you want to tell that girl she don't know her place, as if you were talking to a child and she's a grown woman just like you. She might not have 50, 11 businesses, but she got a damn good business making money, just like you. She don't have her husband as a bid. Her husband is her husband. She ain't got to lie about who her lover and her secretary is. We know.
I wouldn't
So
tell her.
no, I don't think Latricia. Girl, I wouldn't have nothing for her.
Nope, not at this
I
point.
think now let's get on over to Atlanta. Atlanta was on my left as well. Okay, I think Carly gonna block me for saying her lips look like two plum sausages. I need Carly to stop messing with her face. I need I need Carly to stop messing with. I need Carly to stop messing with her face. I need Sierra to stop messing with her face. I looked at her like, who the hell is Mei Ling that done joined the case? Cause
um,
why your face look like that, Carly? Not
but
Carly. Sierra.
both of the shows, it was just like I don't even. Is there still like Juvederm left in the doctor's offices? Because it has got to have been injected into everybody's face like until there was no more. Like everybody's lips and cheeks and everything was just so filled to the brim. I thought I was gonna just like just bust open right then and there. It was a lot.
I need, even though we have not seen them yet, I need Rich Dollars. I need Erica Mena. I need Safari, which we saw them too, but
Right.
Erica Mena, Safari, Mendici, Yandy, they kids, and Mendici baby mama all to carry ass back to New York. I don't want it.
I'm fine.
I don't want it. And when they showed on a preview that Samantha has moved to Atlanta, I said, I do not want this. We have enough with Jock, Kendra, Carly, Spice, even Rashida and Adam's Apple, Scrappy, Mama D, Bambi. We didn't need them.
I don't care. I don't want to see them intermixed with everybody who's already on the cast. I don't. I promise you, I don't. I,
Not they should have stayed canceled, girl. I love loving hip hop. I don't know why. It's like it's so ratchet.
how you
It's
feel
so ratchet.
is how I feel about life after lock.
It's so ratchet. They need to leave their faces and bodies alone. Nothing is a match on them. Girl, let me tell you, the one thing I hate, this is a pet peeve of mine. I can't tell nobody what to do. All I'm gonna say is, if you decide you want to go get the thing called the BBL or mommy makeover or whatever, right? If you want to go get that, first of all, research a surgeon. Cheaper is not always better.
Nope.
Okay, research a surgeon, and make sure that they have a reputable reputation. Make sure you get the massages and everything that go along with it afterwards, so that you can heal
Yes.
properly.
Guys.
Um, but before we get to the healing part, I need you to find out not only how much it costs to get the butt, but you need to find out how much it costs you to get the matching thigh meat. Because without the matching thigh meat, you are walking around here looking like a cocktail meatball. And y'all know what that is when you go to the fancy parties and they have, instead of the meatballs with the little sausages being in the barbecue sauce in the crock pot at the fancy parties, as they like to call them, the fancy parties, the meatballs come on with a toothpick sticking out of it. So you get the toothpick, and that's what y'all look like, a ball and a toothpick. You look like a cocktail meatball. So if you do not have the funds to get the matching thigh meats, please go ahead and save up a little bit more money so that your body can be proportioned. And with that being said, child, let's get on here and get into the episode. It was a good first episode, not too much, not too little yin yang round the yin yang. That ending of Love and Hip Hop, good God. But let's go ahead and go through it. I be remembering stuff out of order.
I mean, it was really. I mean, I just try to remember like the main events. Really, I'm trying to think because it started off. Um, Pretty much everybody that we just said is back with an addition of a couple onesie twosies, and we got Erica, we got Spice, we got Sierra, we got everybody down at Rennie Rucci. Miss Walk Like an IG Model. We are down at her show, and you saw like last season she was kind of like on the outskirts, like everyone was kind of doing their own thing, and she's now being kind of like integrated into the group with everybody else thanks to Sierra, which I'm excited to see. You know, her just interact with everybody else. But we see them all down there, and for the most part, everybody, you know, is gonna come on saying they good and whatnot. But I really kind of want to talk about, and Shakana's back too. I don't know if anybody was missing her or wasn't missing her or whatever, whatever.
Listen, I'm glad Shekinah back, but I swear to God, she better not get on here talking about how Tiny wasn't her, not her friend no more, and she better not get on no lives crying about Tiny not being her friend. I promise you, I'm gonna be mad. She better not bring that on here. Child Mama D trying to get a Love and Hip Hop, ATL, and Miami check. That's why she all up she, but also to get under Bambi and her mama skin. No, Mama D. Now, she may be trying to get two checks, but that's not why. Mama D has always loved Shay from the beginning, before Bambi was ever in the picture. She has always loved Shay. They have always had their own relationship. Now, is it an added bonus that it gets up under Bambi's skin? Of course. But no, she loved her regardless. And hey, cute, I saw you in here, baby.
Hey,
She's always loved her.
hey, hey,
She
hey.
she's she has always loved Shay um over Erica she has always loved Shay. And when even though Shay and Scrappy did not stay together, she continued her relationship with her. The problem is Scrappy had no problem with his mama keeping a relationship with Shay until Bambi had a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, Mama D wasn't bringing Shay around Scrappy. So I don't see where the problem and the disrespect came in. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I don't because listen, you have people that be married, you have people that break up, right? And these people that now you bringing them to family events, y'all going to socials, having game nights, this, then the third. Now they done developed a relationship. Why? Because y'all break up, I have to break up with the person too. Now, if you have your new boo, I'm not inviting them to family events with your new boo or nothing like that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. But if they invite me to something, I can still go.
Yeah, I mean, that's over there, you know, whatever. I just don't expect, don't you try to like intermingle them with over here or nothing like that. Like, no, negative. Um, but yeah, obviously, like I would never expect anybody to just be like, oh man, like I don't even, oh, have I met you before? Do I know you? Like, nah, like you could still be cordial and all that. That's fine. But as long as you don't try to think like we about to all go out and, you know, go to lunch together or something like that, like, nah, that's not happening.
But listen, the truth of the matter is, Mama D actually likes Bambi at first. She actually likes Bambi at first. She had no problems with Bambi at first.
Mm-hmm.
When she says she done came and put her hooves in Scrappy and he was starting to change, all of that had to do with E-Money. You know, that's how they say her name, E-Money. All of that had to do. That's when Mama D started not liking her. And Imani had a birthday party where Bambi and her mama came and acted a fucking fool and tried to cause a fight at this child's birthday party, bumping in the air. Cece, her mama, Bambi mama, bumping all in the air as if Erica wrong for being at her own child party. And that in from that point on, it's been downhill. And then if you remember, before the obituary happened with Cece, Imani stepped down. It was Mama D, Imani. That's how they said Imani. It
Mm-hmm.
was Mama D, Imani, and what's Erica mama name? Mignon. They were all sitting down. They were all eating with Imani. Not Scrappy there, not Bambi there, not Erica. It was that child and her two grandmothers. And she sat up there and told her two grandmothers that Bambi treats her funny when her daddy is not around. And when she tried to tell her daddy how Bambi and her mama treats her, they done called the spoiled brat and all kind of stuff. Erica did a video on it. You can find she breaks down the whole story. But I'm talking about in that thing, in that dinner with that baby and her two grandmothers, and she said her daddy always take their side. Um, she said her daddy always take their side, and he's never on her side. And that end, it was over for Mama D from there.
Mm-hmm.
It continued to go, it continued to go downhill. Then when Cece was standing in her house, you can't come in somebody's house, especially not in the past, and disrespect them. That's why she bought her a motel key and said they're gonna leave the lights open,
Mm-hmm.
leave the
Yeah.
lights on for you.
I remember it pretty much the same way. And I just I'm sh-
This
I
part right here, this part right here,
mm, mm-hmm.
and her daddy never addressed it. That's a problem. But
Yeah.
even if you love your stepdaughter, like if you go on Bambi's social media when Imani was in the homecoming court, Scrappy posted his baby. He's supposed to, but she never post that child. Like you, she don't get no happy when she had her birthday. Bambi don't post happy birthday to my stepdaughter. You a good big sister. Happy cat, dog, frog. None of that. None of
Yeah.
that. Like you don't need her mama permission to make a picture that says happy birthday. Even if her mama don't want you to put her picture on there. You can say happy birthday. And I mean then like you always just had this grand respect for Erica anyway. You always did what you wanted to do when it comes down to that anyway. When it was time for that child's homecoming, she don't show up. She goes out of town. She do whatever she can to not have to be there. That's a problem. And Mama D ain't feeling that. She love her grandchildren, and that's part of the reason. Cause Scrappy want Mama D to just accept that, and Mama D ain't accepting that. But anyway, child Rennie Rucci on the stage doing her thing. It was a bop. Everybody, this first little scene looked like a meet and greet. We're gonna have these few people sit right here. Then we're gonna have these few people sit right here. Erica Men in her vein can go. Don't care to hear about nothing going on with her and Safari. Don't care. Um, that was cute little opening. She, they doing their thing. What else happened after that?
Um, really, it was just about checking in with everybody really right then and there.
What they got going on? Jock and Kendra planning their wedding. They stressed out. I'm like, baby, she said she was planning the wedding because it wasn't no what she said.
It was no dress. She don't have a wedding dress yet. They ain't got no
No, 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 no. I was talking about why she put the wedding when she was something about the moon and the stars and the alignment. I
oh
can't remember. It
retrograde.
was no, yeah, it was no retrograde. So, cause that ain't good. And I'm like, girl, you marrying Jack, and baby, we done seen the trailer with all the stuff you got to go through.
I was
That ain't good. First of all, 3 weeks before your wedding, you don't have no dress. That mean you buying off the rack, which ain't nothing not wrong with off the rack. Um, but then you gotta hope they have something that you like in your size. Like if you have a particular look in your head, you gotta hope what they have on the rack
she gonna
is
have to
in your size because they can't order it and get it in 3 weeks.
with her.
Jock don't have no tucks. Y'all ain't finalized the guest list, girl. 3 weeks before y'all out, baby. You should just be paying your final payments and doing your walkthroughs,
Mm-hmm.
and relaxing.
Mm-hmm. So I will be still, but I, I'm kind of I'm gonna lie, I'm excited to see how that whole wedding went down because it does look, they're gonna obviously, on social media like that they are gonna make it down the aisle, but the journey to get there is
I mean,
gonna,
they still married.
I know it's gonna be a mess to get to that point though. So and we kind of see why later on in the episode where it's like um Spice. She has this friend who's not her manager, but like it's her unofficial manager, whatever. And lo and behold, she is another ex of Jock, go figure who isn't. And come, they've still been in communication as of late. So, Spice is supposed to go to the wedding and she doesn't exactly know how, she could just be all smiles and everything when she knows like there must be something else going on because why are you guys talking so much? Like, what's going on? And come to find out, what's her name? Maida, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, she's still been talking to Jock. She always gonna love him. He always gonna love her or whatever. And again, it's 3 weeks to the wedding, so Ice feels like she's kind of in a weird.
First of all,
Mhm.
I feel Spice. I don't want to go sit up in this girl
Nope,
wedding and smile up in her face, knowing my girl smashing her. I feel Spice on that, but Miss Maida, what in the hell possessed you to come on this TV and say you've been 14 years of a background chick?
I would never. I mean,
14 years of a background chick talk about he gonna love you, but he gonna always love you and you gonna always love him. Ma'am, you somebody for that man to hunch on when who he hunching on is acting wrong or he in between people that he hunching on because man, we have had Cena done had twins. They not 14 yet. He got all of these other kids. Then he had the relationship with Cardi. Then he had the relationship with KD. He was back messing with his baby mama Cena. So in all that time, you have always stayed in the background and never been on the foreground. Yet somehow you thought that was a good idea to bring yourself up on this good TV screen and say you've been the mistress, his the side chick, whatever you want to call yourself. For 14 years, sloppy seconds, I need you to exit the lot.
I would
You are
never.
no longer on. You are no longer needed on set.
I would never. Like, what was it like? What do you? How much did I pay you to come on here and do this? Because at this point, like, you see what's like, how does that fit into the equation at all? And you really are just making yourself look bad. If anything, like you just said, you just were playing the sidelines for that long. Like, I hope you was doing. I hope you was doing you two at the same time because clearly Jock is always going to do Jock. So, um, I can't wait to see what comes of that for real. I think uh Kendra, I can't wait to see how she gonna react to it. I mean, we kind of got little snippets in there, but I want to see when the bow actually gets dropped how it's gonna go down. He was married to Alex in 2008. You've been the yes, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You spent all of these years in the background, but good God, have mercy. We gonna get to it. So Spice is doing her video with Mama Africa, baby. Listen, I Spice, girl, I need you. Them young girls, they don't whine no more. I need you to go ahead, Spice, and drop a little dance tutorial for your girl. Shoot it to me in the inbox, okay? Shoot it to me in the inbox. Um, I would definitely love to learn how to whine. Girl, not Ariane Senior. Girl, if she's slow, sloppy, slow, this girl is jello.
that's what it's giving.
It's giving jello because you all loose and jiggly all over the place.
That like
Um,
said it with her whole chest. Like, girl, how,
girl, and I mean proud, girl. I mean, I ain't never seen people proud to be an option. It like, oh, how dreadful. Anyway, Spice is doing her song with Mother Africa. She's been her friend tells her she
shout
put
out to
her up to be get the Grammy, and I'm like, go ahead, Spice. I want Spice to win. I want cause Spice now she got a man now, and she doing hip hop, but she brought her hip hop on here for you know what she doing. I
Global.
Spice is like the only legitimate. I guess the Rennie Rucci chick is cool, so y'all don't take it personal. Y'all drop it in the chat and let me know. I don't really know
I
who much she is outside of it. I can't. I'm like I told you, I be knowing songs and don't know who made them. So if she made a song that's popular or
you
something,
know
drop it in the chat because I don't really know.
walk with a waddle. Put stay on.
What did you say? Walk with a waddle?
You didn't, everybody was doing those TikToks and look like don't make me do it again.
I'm so glad y'all can't see my face right now because I know it's ugly.
Look like
Walk with a waddle. What else she made? Because walk with a waddle don't that don't sound like something that I listen to.
there's another song she has that I like too. Don't make me do it again.
Walk with a waddle. Why you want to waddle when you walk? Like pregnant women waddle when they walk. Old people waddle when they walk. What?
What-
This is why I get in my car, I plug in my aux, and I listen to my music. This is exactly why. Cause I've been doing I've been doing that ever since them people made that song about the stir fry. And I don't remember who they are, but all I remember is in the kitchen something something and cooking stir fry
I'm
or whatever, something about some stir fry. And I was like, I know you fucking lying.
not,
The music is trash, and I was done with music then. She
mm,
has a song called Solid. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna look her up. I'm not trying to like not give the girl credit, but I'm not trying to diminish her. I don't know her to say, she is really out here doing music and it's not for the TV. As y'all can see, I'm not a big music person. I listen to the music that I listen to, which includes gospel,
I listened to her.
R&B, like R&B, old school. Of course, I listen to bounce and neo soul. Other than that, I'm not ready, and I like who I like. So
Mm,
I pretty much like my kids get tired of um riding in the car with me because I pretty much kind of listen to the same kind of music
my
or
husband.
or the same songs. I have playlists. Oh, and lately, like I ain't in the rap, but certain rap songs will get me, and I'll listen to that one song. Like sometimes I get my mood where I feel like I want to hear trap music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I want to hear the trap music, and so I have a actual playlist called Trap Music, is I sing, the little trap songs that I like, but I can't tell you these people whole CDs or nothing like that. And I've been on little murder music that I've been finding on YouTube as well. Okay. I sound like the old heads now because the new music ain't it, girl, not at all.
I know.
So I don't really.
I, I like what I like too, and I do. I listen to a lot of old music too, and so it just depends. I don't listen to everything new that's out. Like you're not gonna see me just like, mm-mm. But yes, there are some newer songs, some newer artists. I'm like, okay, I can get with this or whatever. If we got a little bass in it, I'm all about the bass. But it really just depends.
I mean, but the little song she played, she was doing at the when the when it first opened. It sound like it was a good song. It sound like a little bop or whatever. You've played drag rap 8 times this week. Girl, what the hell is drag rap? What is drag rap? This is making me feel so old. So
Mm,
then, so then the girl finally Spice goes to her photo shoot. The girl finally tells Spice that what was up between her and Jack at the photo shoot. Spice calls Shekinah over there and tells Shekinah about what's going on.
oh,
And Shekinah was like, "Well, why you telling me, girl? Because I don't want to know. I don't want to be in the middle of this." And Spice was like, basically, she told Shekinah so she can girl, did you hear the song with him and Diamond? It's called Sliding, Dana. You heard that one? Nah, I know the song of that one. Lil
mm.
Murder and Diamond have a song. Well, Tyler, but
Oh, I didn't
Diamond.
know.
Yeah, they got a song. Um,
Mm, mm, mm.
Drag rap is basically the most sampled songs for rappers. Oh, okay. Thank you, girl, because I had never heard of it. But anyway, so I was with Shekinah, like, don't come put me in this messy ass shit. That's your friend. That's your friend. You be the one carry this bone, not me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to be involved in that whatsoever as well. And I mean, okay, y'all, do y'all think that Spice knew? Like, do you think that she knew? Because yes, at one point she said she was like, yeah, we're real close or whatever, talking about her and this Maida girl, whatever. And then on the other hand, when she got and sat down with Shekinah, it was all like, oh no, it's just strictly like mostly about work. Like I had no idea. Like, do you guys think that Spice knew what was up between her friend and Jock, or do you think that she just?
I'm gonna say yes, but she putting on for the cameras. And here's why I say yes. Because how she your best friend at one moment, but then the next moment she just somebody that y'all friends, but y'all do work and that's it. Y'all don't socialize outside of work. You do not even think they are friends.
Well, no one about that.
Maybe not. Maybe she's somebody that they bought on the show and told Spice say y'all work like that. I don't know, but and maybe I'm misinterpreting the mix up. Maybe Spice forgot what she was supposed to say the girl was to her. I don't know.
Um, I mean, yes, if it's just about business mostly or whatever, then yeah, of course, maybe she doesn't know. But yes, if they are friends though, and that's hard. That's not really believable to know. Like you guys need to know nothing at all. Like not even and it's very convenient timing as well. It's like, oh, right when the cameras come on, this just comes out like
Oh,
it's coincidental.
baby, if drag rap was made in New Orleans, I promise you we don't call it drag rap because I ain't never heard of that in my life. It's what it. Oh, I know what it. Oh, I know all about the Trigger Man beat, and I get pissed off when people put the Trigger Man beat on everything because give New Orleans their credit if you're gonna use the Trigger Man beat. You know what I'm saying? Shout them out. And most people don't do that when they put it on the beat. So I am very well versed in Trigger Man beat. I know it anywhere. I
Mm,
know it anywhere. So, but I mean, we probably don't call it drag rap.
mm. Um,
Oh, that's the title of the song, drag rap. Oh, girl, see, I told y'all I don't be knowing. That's why I'm like, we don't call it drag rap. I don't know what you're talking about. But drag rap, okay, drag rap is the title of a song, girl. I thought that was like, you know how you have rap, you have gospel rap, contemporary rap, trap, trap music rap. So I thought drag rap was, you know what? Let's move the hell on. So anyway, she kind of like, she kind of like you messy, you knew, I don't want. An associate of mine was on New York, and her origin story was fraudulent. See
that's
that? See, ugh.
classic housewives crap. Oh, this my friend. We go way back. I ain't never met this girl in my day in my life. Like,
And then you end up looking stupid because when you turn on them, because they around here acting fugazi for whatever reason, people looking at you like that was supposed to be your friend though. I don't believe the girl was messing with him like she said she was. She might have been getting dick down. But then again, these people do anything for a storyline, and it's easy to believe that Jock is a 304. So, I mean, I wouldn't play with my relationship like that for a storyline and a check, though. But I mean, whatever.
did a whole like skit or something at their show or at their wedding though, right? So I don't think they. I
I
think he.
don't. I don't, ranting. Cousin, I don't. Let me tell y'all, I'm a little old lady. The spiciest my life really get, as far as entertainment, is these wretched reality shows. Other than that, I like reading a lot. I watch a lot of news, CNN, NBC, because I like to know what's going on in the world. I watch MSNBC. So, like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching Squawk Box and watching the watching the stock market and see you know what I'm saying, how that's moving. And other than that, I watch like documentaries and movies and shows. So I'm not music has never really been my thing, especially since I stopped dancing. Like when I was doing ballet and tap, jazz, lyrical, all of that stuff, I used to more or less listen to a lot of music then, but it wasn't for the music. It was to choreograph dances for it because it was what I like to do. So
I
child, I don't know, but
mostly listen to. I mean, I'll listen to music too, obviously, but if I'm in the car a lot of times, or if I'm just like, especially if I'm in the house, like if I'm cleaning, if I'm doing certain stuff, it's either YouTube or I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So it's like it just depends what day, really. And it don't always be music. Like I know some people that they can't clean, they can't be in the car, they can't move from here to here without music. And that's not my husband. Like if I'm in the shower or whatever, like I don't usually listen to music in the shower. I usually am listening to like a video or an audiobook 9 times out of 10.
correct. You right. The girl kept Mandra. How you say that lady name? Mada, whatever her name is. Her and Spice kept switching the date. Did you catch that when she told Shekinah 3 years, and then she turned around and said 13 years? And I'm like 3 or 13, but that
Well,
woman had said 14 when she
last
told you that.
maybe she meant 13 years total, but then the last 3 years. I don't know. Let me stop trying
I
to.
don't know because they all kept making up They all kept making up stories. He did look surprised though, but he sure got punched. That's oh girl. I'm obsessed with books and watching all the Queen's Men. I have to start all the Queen's Men because
Me
listen,
too.
I wasn't watching it, and I went on my cousin Ransom with Ricardo channel, and I just go, like if you in my circle or whatever, I go on your channel. You tell me you go live, I go on your channel because I'ma support you. So like she already know I got in the chat, and I was like, girl, I don't even watch this show, but
Yeah,
I'm just here to support and show love, baby. Before I know it, I was all in the comments. Now what happened, girl? Wait, what? All this? Where I find this show all of this be happening on this show. And I was,
I
baby, she
heard
made it so interesting that I felt like I need to go watch this show. But I'm behind. Um, so yeah. Chris Lynn, I actually was gonna make a community tab post after this because I am doing my first documentary. I want to do it on Saturday alive. It's called I Killed My Father. It's on Netflix.
that.
It's I called I Killed My Father's on Netflix. So I want to do a report on that Saturday, and then Monday, starting Monday, I think that's the 28th or the 29th, on VH1 they're going to be doing all of these stories, like true life crime stories. So I definitely will be reviewing that because listen, that is what I like. So if you are in the channel and you are interested in documentaries, we are doing I Killed My Father on this Saturday. That was so interesting.
It,
Okay.
it definitely
That
was.
was so interesting.
I love a documentary.
What is it? Baby Madam and the concierge done got it, child. Girl, see, not the madam, baby. You saw that show? Did you see I Killed My Father? Or you talking about Queensman? Dang, I want to kill by your father. Ooh, child. All the Queen's Men is good. You and me both, girl. Cause I'm telling you, I love a good documentary.
That's all me and my husband watch because he won't watch none of these shows with me. So all we can watch is documentaries together.
But that's gonna be the first one. That's gonna be the first one that we do, and then I definitely am going to be yeah, watch it because we're gonna do it Saturday. But that was that scene. Then the next thing you know, we see yes, it's called I Killed My Father. It's on I Killed My Father. It's on Netflix. So baby, cause I done watched it like 3 times already, cause I've been taking my notes, like making sure I don't miss no parts. Um, but anyway, so we see, I don't even know what the hell to call Sierra. Sierra looked like a Siamese cat in her face, all that stuff she done put in her face. Um, but she in the house and she fussing with the man talking about she need this bigger room and want to put his gym in a smaller room because she need her hair and makeup and all of this. And I'm like, girl, you listen, I don't know what all you sacrificed or he sacrificed on the house or whatever. But and he like, don't do that because I've been sacrificing everything that you want me to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me have my gym area. And I'm like, girl, you can't put the gym equipment in a small area. But meanwhile, you can have your hairstylist come and do your hair while the people working on your feet and your hands. And then when they leave, have your makeup lady come. I'm just saying, like that other room that you was talking about is way too small. Like, I'm sorry. I don't think you need 50, 11 people to do hair, nails, and makeup or whatever. And I'm not saying that Sierra not going through what she have going on. Um, but I feel like she was using the issues with her mama and her sisters and all of them to cry to get her way about that room. Because if that's just how I feel about it, I don't know. I could be wrong, but it was like, girl, what? And I don't even feel comfortable here, and this and the third. Okay, so why would you buy a home with a man that you don't feel comfortable in, yet talking about? Your engagement ring better be coming. Why? You're not even comfortable. But I guess we'll delve into that. Other than that, I got nothing else about them or they scene. I really could have did without it.
Yeah, it wasn't really much to it, like you said. It just she just threw a whole tantrum. It was either displaced anger or just looking for a fact to pick a fight with him because she really moved too fast and really don't want to do this anymore. It's one or the other. Um, but she just I was like so irritated. It was like a little like fourth grade child. Like it was just like not cute at all, regardless of whatever the reason was behind it. Um, whatever. Anyway, and then really the only thing left with this was, Shakana throwing this little celebratory little something something for Spice, which was very nice. But of course, it went completely left because, well, one, we found out that and this is why we make fun of Carly because she just makes herself a mockery like every single time. Like, why was you at this man's bachelor party? I don't even care, regardless of the fact that his friend invited you or whatever the case may be. Why did you take your ass down there and think it was okay to jump out and try to hug on him all close and he's dropping his hands all low? Like, what possessed you to do that, Miss Mama? Like, and I'm with Sierra. Why y'all got to be talking about this in front of me and I'm supposed to go down here and be all, oh my god, you just look so beautiful. Like, I can't do that. I can't be fake like that, unlike some of y'all around here. Like, this is me if I was at the table, of course. And it's just like it really just confused me because I'm like, all this and this girl, like, y'all are literally, y'all might as well just throw her to the ground because it's 3 weeks out and all this is about to be a whole storm if this is really the case. And you bringing this girl around and stuff like that, that bringing just bad vibes and drama into the mix. And if I was Kendra, I wouldn't even mess with none of y'all that was sitting there.
Listen, Carly better be careful jumping out of boxes, cakes, and whatever else she want to
Mhm.
be jumping out of before she busts all of that, whatever she done put in her face, mouth, lips, and body. Okay, I'm sick of Carly. Like Carly, I don't understand why you still be in a rush to want to jump and do something with Jock when he's told the whole uh world that you got pimento cheese coming out your cooch. We ain't forgot about it. Then you got so happy with Mada, whatever Moda, whatever little Jello name is. You know what I'm saying? Little fruit cocktail, little 14 years of a, 14 years of a slave. Cause that's ooh, girl, her anyway. Um, And I mean like a love slave, because why would you spend 14 years with somebody who never wants you? I mean, but I mean, I guess it worked for her. But y'all was so happy to be dapping each other up and showing each other love because y'all had Jock Dick in your mouth and wherever else the hell it was. Meanwhile, he about to marry somebody else. Not that it seemed like that marriage mean anything to him because he out here doing what he do, but it's further than any one of y'all ever got with him, girl. I just can't. Post Spice. This supposed to be about her, and it turned into the Hoof Jock party.
Mhm.
And other than that, this episode didn't really have nothing else too much going on. In Love and Hip Hop Miami, I'm gonna run through the key points for me. I don't appreciate nobody putting Bobby in a position to make him feel like he have to visit his daddy and do something for his daddy because that's his daddy. Like his daddy wasn't there for him. They don't have that relationship, and that has to happen naturally on its own time. It can't be when everybody else wanted to happen. So all y'all who bothering Bobby about that, go to shit. I feel Bobby on the thing with Trina, but I'm disappointed in Trina when I saw in the preview that she said she don't care. And I know Bobby was problematic and before he can be a little out there and a little flamboyant. But let me tell y'all something, because I have some gay cousins, and if anybody out there is interested in my old ass, I'm telling you right now, Don't slide in my DMs. Don't jump in my chat. Don't do a motherfucking thing. If you got a problem with gay people and their life choices, or the members of the LGBTQIA community. And I hope I didn't leave off any letters. If I did, I promise it was not intentional or to be disrespectful. But that is one of my closest cousins in the whole wide world. And I promise to God, I'm not no Trina. You will be out the door, baby. We can be getting ready to walk down the aisle, and you could tell me some like that about my cousin, and the wedding will be called off. I will politely grab the mic and say, "I decided not to make the biggest mistake of my life today. But anyway, everybody on my side of the family, meet me at the reception hall for the drinks and the food." And that's how it's gonna be. I'm highly disappointed. I'm highly disappointed in her. Like, I don't care. Our world is our world. But when that man drop you on your ass, don't be there looking for Bobby. That's not. I can't do that. I can see if Bobby was causing problems, but the mere fact that this man don't like him because of who he chooses to let come to his buffet and lay on his back and slide in between his thighs and pull his panties to the side, that don't have nothing to do with you who he lay in the bed with at night. It ain't right. That part there. What's her name? Flo. Flo, you forgave your raggedy ass sister. You forgave your raggedy trifling ass husband, but you couldn't forgive your raggedy ass sister. If you would listen, they both raggedy. They both raggedy. As personally, I feel like I wouldn't for my sister. No, what I wouldn't. I'd be divorced. But if I'm gonna choose to forgive anybody, it's gonna be my sister, not that raggedy ass husband. But if you can forgive that husband, then you can forgive your sister. Talk about she just don't want to see y'all together. First of all, I don't know no sister who would want to see her sister with a man who cheated on her and cheated on her by screwing her friend and then bribed me as the sister. Now I'm a different type of sister because I ain't gonna lie. I'd have took the bribe money and still told my sister. I mean, ain't no get back once it's in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. When he said, "Don't tell your sister," I'd have said, "All right, you gotta pay me." And then when he would have paid me, baby, I'd have told my sister, and I'd have been like, "Girl, but he paid me some money anyway because I wasn't supposed to tell you." I'd have helped my sister play grip ball with your ass, and we would have took us a nice trip to a place with no extradition treaty. And that's how it would have went down. I'm just saying. So I don't have time for that. I knew we was gonna get telenovela from Amada, and that's just what she gave. Um, Amada, that man that seemed like he was too interested in you when you was flying over there to the Dominican Republic. He wanted you to move over there. Mamiana said, "No, we're gonna be at home. Don't give up your stuff." You chose to stay at home with Mamiana. That man is over there in the DR doing whatever he doing with whoever the hell he is doing it with. He did not come for your gender reveal. He did not come to your baby shower. Don't get on that man and ask that man about, do he want to have a baby? Did he want to have these babies with you? I mean, you done already did it. But look, if he don't want to be there, he don't want to be there. It is your personal decision whether you want him to give up his rights or you want to sue him for child support, or you feel like fuck it, you gonna do it on your own because you making your money. Don't be on my screen crying and whining, and I damn sure don't want to see you in Top Hat, Lucky Charms man, fighting down to my TV again about a 13-year-old relationship. He like Irv Gotti and need to let it the hell go. Mr. Boom Chada. You don't got no Boom Chada, Rum Chada, whatever the hell you sing, Rashada, however you say it. You ain't got none of that to do. Like, at the end of the day, you was giving broke. You was not paying no bills. You was not doing nothing. You was living up in this mama house, being disrespectful, walking in front of her mama in a goddamn towel. And now you have the audacity to want to be mad, and that's your pattern. Not working while the women pay the bills. And your sister got the audacity, but child, I guess, she feel that's okay because word on the curb is everything that Scrappy had was in her name at one point because she was paying to take care of him. So I guess she felt like Amada was supposed to do that to you. I was sad to hear that she was triplets, but she's pregnant with triplets, but she lost her baby. And other than that, Nori, I don't care. Sukiana, you mad at your cousin for not answering your phone call or whatever, and not being at the store. But baby, when your cousin first moved and was ready, you wasn't paying him, and you was putting off opening, and then you was gonna willingly fire him, and he was like, "I moved all the way down here to help you," and you was like, you didn't give a fuck. So basically, I don't give a fuck that your store ain't open. It's boarded up in the windows and everything else. And that lady did right to ask you, ma'am, do you take your business serious? Because baby, you still had board in the windows. That still wasn't right. Why was you arriving last minute? If you serious about your store, serious about your business, serious about selling these stock clothes, you don't need no outfit. You need a outfit. If you and so these girls could go make their money and walk that walk and walk on the strip and do the stroll or whatever they doing. If your manager is not answering the store, then you should have been there hours earlier to see what the hell was going on with your location. So I'm not mad at you, cousin. I'm mad at you because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's your business. And other than that, I got nothing left for Miami. Oh, except for Trick. Trick, leave Joy alone. Leave Joy alone. That woman wants to be free of you. That woman wants to be divorced from you. You don't want to sign the papers. But what in your lily livered ass mind make you feel like you can allow Joy to date? You can't. Joy gonna do whatever the hell she wanna do, and you gonna end up dying the hell alone. Cause see where you and Joy was at previously. Joy would have probably took care of you in your old age. At least change your diaper or something. Now you gonna be sitting in the house with a colostomy bag full of shit running over. Cause ain't nobody else gonna give a fuck. Cause you don't take care of yourself. Instead of worrying about Joy, you need to be worrying about making sure your lupus is under control. You need to be taking your medicine. You need to be dieting so you can be healthy and be here and live your life. But no, you want to be a little raggedy ass bastard and think because you continuing and not want to marry, divorce this lady and hold a divorce up that she ain't about to live her life, baby. Joy is tired of you. And eventually she gonna find a loophole in the way that she can divorce you without you having to go through you and all of this other stuff because you are holding her hostage. What part of holding somebody hostage in a marriage that neither you or her need to be in and don't want to be in? It don't make no sense. Why I want to hold on to a marriage with somebody who don't want you that way? You know what I'm saying? The songwriter said, "Take a fool to learn. Love don't love nobody." But I need you to stop feeling like you have that control, like you that, because clearly you not. You couldn't even make it to the tour.
Well, yeah, I mean, I pretty much summed it up. But I think for me, I could, well, first of all, because we said it before about Atlanta, I really could have dipped it out. I don't, like, no, 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 no. I do not want to see Princess and Ray J and their antics
Oh Lord, no.
forced every other day. But no, just kidding. I'm not, like, I don't want to see it. I don't. And I'm not about to sit here and play that game. If that's what they're gonna do, I'm just gonna, like, in my review, like, I'm not even gonna go into it. If that's what we're gonna circulate around, I'm not doing it. As well as Nori and Neri, like, I don't care about their storyline. I really don't care about her ever since she tried to pull that whole stunt last season with Sheila and that whole thing. I didn't like that, how that went.
Right.
It just put a bad taste in the mouth of her here on out. Like, I don't care, and they kind of bored me, to be honest. I don't care that he just got his license either. He should have. Anyway, whatever. Moving on. Um, Amara is like, I. On one hand, it's like I feel bad because I would never want to see anybody go through that. But at the same time, it's like I can't feel that bad because he was giving red flags from the door. Like, and the fact that you're still referring to him as your fiance is just, like, really baffling to me because he's not, like, everything that he's doing is not saying fiance, it's not saying I care about you, it's not saying I care about those kids, nothing like that. Although I have heard, that they be on media or whatever. I don't really be trying to follow these people other than on the show, so I don't know nothing about that. But what I do know is what I see, and what I see is that he's not present. And you're getting so worked up and you're already having, like, a high risk pregnancy. Like, that's not, oh, you're getting worked up about the wrong things. And nope, nope. And I feel bad too because you really need to go and surround yourself with better people because you even said it, like, it's just gonna be you and your mom, and she always, your number one corner, but she's not gonna be here forever. So it's like you really need to start being more purposeful about the people that you have around you because Alan Alan should have never made it this far into your life. Like, he should not put you in, in this day and age. He should. But that's just something she's gonna have to deal with or whatever. And I mean, it's a blessing, of course, that she You know, unfortunately one of the babies passed, but she still has two beautiful baby girls, so that's amazing. But I would be so focused on me and those girls, that would be it. Like Alan will not even be even brought up to get under my skin like that, because we saw how he was going to act from the door. I don't know, do you guys like Raymond? How do you guys feel about Raymond? How do we feel about Raymond? I at this point don't really. This whole thing kind of put a bad taste in my mouth for with him, like, because it's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with having your, partner's best interest at heart, of course, but the way that he was going about it was like really weird. And I feel like when you're like integrating into like everybody's family dynamic is different and stuff like that, so when you're like getting involved into somebody's family and stuff like that, like you really need to be mindful of how you're going about that. And right now he's just being so like, I don't know, I didn't like that at all. And I was honestly wondering why Snoop didn't check him harder than he did. Like I was like, because if it was me, like, I don't feel, I feel the same exact way when it comes to Bobby. Like I think anybody pressuring him to not only write letters and whatever and try to help this man get out. I don't he doesn't owe his father anything, like nothing at all. I'm sorry, like he doesn't owe him anything. And I think that no one should be trying to press him that hard to do anything. Like I don't. I'm glad though that he is happy with what he's doing and everything, and he's doing his thing with the EDM and all that. Like good for him. I'm not mad at it all. I do, of course, like we said before, want him to back off touching anything in the facial region. Like, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. um
Immediately, he looked like the mask.
it's bad. It was like, it was just
Bobby looks like the
not,
mask.
it's just not a pleasant sight. It's really not. And I don't know why. um But Suki, like the same thing you said, I cannot really feel bad for you, because you don't, it's one thing with having like, managers and stuff like that. Of course they manage, but you can't just be completely hands off and expect somebody who has no type of like knowledge in this area to really your business heights and be, hitting all the marks and all that type of stuff. Like, no, in the cardboard, like what? However, I know that was a production plant that put that Karen there. I just know it. Like, I don't believe that she just came in there coming sideways at her like that. I'm like, if you know anything about this woman, you should not have even said that. Like, so I know that was production. It had to be. But she's, and the thing is, she said, she's like, oh, we about to roll up on what's his name, Isaiah, tomorrow. I'm like, well, why didn't you roll up on him before this? Like, did you really had all that faith in him to think that he was really going to come through with this entire operation? Like, you, congratulations, you played yourself. As far as, well, low, she's someone I didn't really want to come back either, just because I knew she was going to come back with this. I mean, I knew based on last season she wasn't about to leave him or anything like that. And it's not even about that as much as it's about like, so you're putting him up on this pedestal and stuff like that. And your sister is not to negate anything Gael did last season, but it's like at the same time, like, so you really gonna have his back to this degree and just kick her all the way over there? Like it, if anything, like, yeah, it would be both of them is on the knockoff list. It wouldn't just be like, oh, well, it's my man and I'm gonna stick beside him because you look, you know how you look. I don't even need to say it. But I really hope, yeah, that's just another storyline. But at the same time, I don't, because their mother, I feel bad for their mother. She looked so upset by, her daughter's fighting. I felt really bad. um I see Trina still has the same team. I really hope and pray that they're going to come through for her this season. I, based on, the past, I don't have high hopes, but we gonna see, I guess. um and Trick, like, yeah, he just needs to give Joy her this divorce, because everything he's saying, like, and Joy, we know that you was not, I don't even want to say it out my mouth. I don't, that visual, like, it just brings back bad flashbacks of when he did that. Drink Champs, I don't even want to imagine anyone, but let alone Joy. So like, just continue to not give him the time of day, and yeah, just be with David over there. It's unfortunate that we kind of touched on it before when we were talking about, what was that, ATL, whatever, Mama D and all that. I feel like this is another kind of like one of those social circles and stuff like that where unfortunately she's going to kind of have to deal with, not deal with, but she's going to have to probably occupy a space with him even after the divorce, or like kind of forever, unfortunately, just because based on how closely he works with her and stuff like that. And I mean, obviously I know we've seen in the past that she's still his kids' lives and stuff like that, which is great. But he makes it, he's one of those people that it makes it even hard to even be like around like that in that capacity, because like it was really the misogyny for me. Like when he, oh, I'm the husband, she the wife, da 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 da. Like it was like a lot for me that was just so uncalled for. But I'm excited for the season. I guess we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Hmm. I don't know. We're gonna talk about it though. But that's really all I got too. Hello, you there? Stepped away. So we're gonna get right on into Housewives. Um, what this episode? I really, mm, mm, like when I tell you, um, for me, Marlo has not been invited back. For me, uh, like I'm good on her. She doesn't need to come back this season. She could just kind of just really just go for me. And Drew, we need to have a talk. My friend, we need to have a talk for real. I just I can't with her. I cannot. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this.
You talking about the adoption?
Huh?
You talking about the adoption?
I just started talking about it.
No, I'm saying when you say with Drew, you can't.
Yeah, I just can't. Like I cannot even. I feel bad, but I just want her to want better for herself, Like I just want her to
I I don't really. To me, this episode gave filler up until the end of the trip, where they found some random man to be Kenya Boo. Drew, don't you write nothing for a book that man won't damn tell you what the hell is in it. Other than that, Marlo, you hell will be even too good for you at this point. Like, why would you sit up there and disrespect that lady husband
mm-hmm,
like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that
mm-hmm,
was hurtful, and you know it was hurtful. And Todd ain't never did you nothing. And for you to be trying to drag Todd and Candy when Bravo didn't want your regular mug shot stealing, master car, used clothes selling, wearing ass down on their network, they were trying to produce a show for you that they had gotten greenlit, and you are the one who messed it up. You out of line, you ridiculous, and Candy did right to tell you don't be telling this man about nothing when and you threw your nephews out. She did absolutely right. And you get mad when somebody call you on your shit. That shit was raggedy. And Drew, another thing, stop forcing the idea of that man adopting your child. Like it, I feel like that's something that he should want to do. And if he don't want to do it, leave it alone. Leave it alone, because at the end of the day, that little boy do have a daddy. It ain't like he don't have a daddy. He have his birth daddy. And I think leave it alone. I think leave it alone. Don't force that child on him, especially when last season we was just talking about how excuse me, y'all. We was just talking about how he feels like he treats him differently than his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like that. I don't like that. And other than that, it was really kind of a snooze fest to me. Ross leaving his passport. It was cute seeing the kids doing their little fake exercises though.
Yeah. No. They want to know in the chat. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Mhm.
I'm okay. My little thing was going down, so I had to get quiet for a little minute. I just have the volume down on it so y'all can't hear beeping.
Yeah. No, I saw you said it. We have our own private chat, y'all. So, um,
I'm sorry, y'all.
we
I'm
all
good. Hey, Chris, my boo.
we all good over here. But no, we gonna just talk about just the main points of this or whatever, and keep right on just getting it together. Yeah, it really. I don't feel bad that she didn't want to write the forward because at the end of the day, how am I going to write about something I know nothing about it? And um, just as you said before, like there's it's been noted in the past that you kind of treated him a little bit differently or something like that. So not even just that, like you told him like he was aware that you were going to adopt him and now you're not, like that can be like pretty crushing. So I understand that, but that was really like the only major thing other than the showdown at the dinner. Like I don't feel at all
I
that.
thought it was funny when that man got the hell out from the table and walked like, damn this, damn the free meal, damn the little extra check I'm gonna make from Bravo. This too much for me.
I did too. I was like, okay, I'm really. Well, actually, no. It was that, and then I was like, the entire time, I promised to God, I was Monietta and her husband. Like, they were cracking up the entire time. I'm really glad that Todd, he like defended himself, but it wasn't in no disrespectful way. It was none of that. Like, I'm glad he did defend himself because eh, they just be doing him so wrong so all the time. Um, but I'm glad Candy had this, I'm glad she spoke up. I'm glad she said something. And I'm glad that he I'm just glad. I'm glad she said something because she said exactly what we were thinking, which is like, how are you gonna come out your face and try to like talk to somebody else about their parenting, about anything like that, and you like, again, pot meet kettle, like you can't come at nobody's that type of way when you got your own situation, like. And I really enjoyed when Candy checked her on that whole thing. At the same time, I don't even think Candy, she didn't go like so hard, but she kind of did, because when her voice does that like thing. um
Mm-hmm.
so I was like,
Oh, we was about to get. I'm about to drag you in this candy.
exactly. And I was like, you didn't even really need to say nothing, because at the end of the day, like, everything, your resume speaks for itself. But at the same time, it's like, like it's like poking a bear. It's like you're poking at it, and then it's just like, you know what, now I have to come up out of here and tell you about yourself. And I'm glad she did. And I'm glad again that Todd was right there co-signing too, and let it be known that no one really even saw it for you in this group. You had to pay your way to get in, and I believe it. I think I definitely believe it. Um, but overall, it was a really good episode. I kind of was like, you guys didn't need to go that hard about the John thing and all that, but whatever. We already knew that from the get go, Sonny was gonna have something to say about Kenya not bringing a plus one or whatever. We knew that you know, we knew she was gonna have something to say, and I'm glad that she was able to show them like, no, like, I'm never lacking, sweetie. Like, it's nothing going wrong over here. I'm really glad of that. What else happened? I mean, overall, it was a good episode. I can't wait to see what happened in the next one. But Ross is like, don't be talking or whatever. I'm excited how that came about. Even though I don't really see it for Sonya like that, right now, just based on how she's been these last couple, these this whole season, I should say, I'm really like I'm good on her, and I'm daggone good on Marlo as of yet. I've said it before. I never really saw it like. I never really was like a huge like Candy Kenya fan. I'm like I never went up for either of them, but um I'm glad how they're being depicted this season. Like I'm really going up for them. And of course, Sheree's gonna be flip flopping in the middle when I feel like her role really needs to be like.
There needs to be no road. That's what it should
Well,
be.
yeah, I'm just saying she needs to like in this situation. I feel like no, like you need to speak on what you see too, because you see exactly what everybody else is seeing. Like she acts like she's above reproach when really like she's the big bad wolf out of everybody. Marlo, that is like she makes it she makes the show like unenjoyable. Like she just makes it. Mm-mm.
Cute. Do not send 911 to the house, girl. No. Sometimes I told y'all know I wear that thing. So when they drop, you hear me. You hear the funny breathing because I'm trying to to breathe. But that's all. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean to scare y'all. I'm so sorry.
If you didn't put it in a private chat, I would have been like, that's why I was just like, I'm gonna give her a second because I know you needed to get collect yourself. But
Yeah, yeah, but I'm all right, y'all. That's why I'm not on camera. But I was not gonna cancel on y'all today. I told y'all that. But
yeah,
what
that's
I
it.
was what I was about to say, but that's other than that, I don't really have nothing else. I don't care about everybody on the phone talking about Sonya lack thereof decorations. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen with Ross. Saying whatever he says. I wanna see what these up to to make him feel justified and saying it, but Ross, I need you to know what your sex is. As sexy as you are, as fine and chocolatey as you are, okay? You like the next chocolate man that I like next to Kofi, okay? Because Kofi was just sun kissed by God. I just my God, Jesus. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to think upon his goodness. Anyway,
Let me not say nothing.
but Ross, your wife been doing a whole lot of fugazi. Your wife been starting a whole lot of carrying bones that she don't need to be carrying, and then she ain't even good at it because she carry them all wrong. Okay, so listen, you need to tread lightly when you telling these people to talk about, not to talk about your husband or I don't know what to call her, your wife. Okay, because while y'all at home, y'all can stay home, as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
And let me tell you something while I'm on it, Sonya, because this is the last thing I'm gonna see. You
Okay.
bought your, I don't even know what to call you. You bought your Mr. Ed looking ass on Watch What Happens Live.
I didn't. I missed it.
You bought your Mr. Ed looking ass on Watch What Happens Live, and you had the audacity when Andy asked the shadiest question that he can ask, which was, which housewife is the least known worldwide? Now, I understand that you don't like Drew. Bitch, for you to say Drew over Marlo, you're a lie. You're a lie. People still don't like Drew today to this day because she broke up Melody and Derwin. I don't care where you go. People don't like Drew today because she broke up with Melody and Derwin. That's in Europe, wherever. Drew was also in other movies, ma'am. You mean to tell me Marlo more known worldwide than Drew? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I know you don't like somebody, but be realistic. Be realistic. Hell, it and not a lot of people really like track and field. Like, not a lot of people pay the attention to the Olympics like that. Hell, I didn't know who the hell you or your rusty goals or your bronze that you don't like either. I didn't know who you was till you got up on this show. So clearly you wasn't worldwide. Worldwide, I think less people know you. I mean, I knew some of the figure skaters. I knew Dominique Dawes. I knew Jackie Jonah Kersey. I didn't know Sonia Ross, Richards Ross, whatever the hell you are. I didn't know SRR.
I didn't know who she was until the show. Like you had to tell. Like I didn't.
Exactly, girl. She could have said herself.
I didn't know. But
Thank you. They don't like Drew worldwide because of the Melanie and Derwin situation. I knew Flojo. Did you know Sonya? Anybody, did you know Sonya before she got on this show? And now that you on this show, child, I really don't care to know you. I really don't care to know you. I mean, I know you Jamaican and I know people accents change, but girl, 1 minute you're Jamaican and the next minute you're American. I need you to go ahead and fix it. Or are you trying to be an actress? I mean, and what's them letters them actresses always talk about? Check HBMI. Oh no, that's for your
I
TV.
am.
HDMI, IMDb or whatever. IMBB. Well, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Whatever them letters are. That listen, too much stuff got too many goddamn letters. Okay, whatever the letters are, y'all go check it and then check science.
Yeah. I don't.
Check Marlowe's.
I'm good on her. I'm good on both
Now,
of.
when we get to checking records, you got to check the IMDb, whatever the hell that is for Drew. You can check the Olympics records for Sonya, okay? Because you can't take that away from her. I'm just saying I didn't know who you was. And then we're gonna go check mug shots for Marlo. And that's no shade. That's what she got. She wasn't in the what did she do in the entertainment industry? Y'all let me know because I might just be wrong. Is that thunder? I know you lying. All right, God, I'm gonna stop dragging these people like this.
I was gonna say conserve your energy because we gotta say we saved the best.
Oh, baby, I'm here. Oh, God, I'm ready. I'm dying. I just had to say that, dude, because that, like, I don't care how much you don't like a person. You don't try to shade their career and their accolades and act like people don't know who the hell that is. Or the Jamaican community in Texas and OKC can't stand her. Oh, girl, well, they ain't making her no jerk chicken, no curry goat, no and they're eating her beef patties. Next, Sonya, you have been canceled by the communities in Texas and in OKC. Well, we all knew Tanya Horton, girl, because I mean, who don't know Tanya Horton?
Mm, yeah.
Sonya's a pick me and she is picking the wrong side. What it is? IMDb. All right, I think I said it right the first time. Marlo's peach is rotten, pathetic, pitiful. I just ugh. Anyway, next show. Next show. Next show. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. If you're throwing bands, then you know she gon' shake it. 1, 2, wake 'em. 3, 4, wake 'em. Baby, what that is, who that is coming to the pole? M.I. Crooked letter I, crooked letter I. Humpback I.
Stop.
Mississippi, pride.
Stop.
I told you, God, man, order the girl.
No.
Look,
No.
when I make it up out of this, I'm getting to the money. I'm get up a check. X-Ray and Ricardo. I said I was gonna learn that song. It's murder. It's murder.
Ah. Nah. I'm a like. Please. Who all's gonna miss this show? Because it's definitely gonna be me. I really don't want this to be the last episode. I have too many questions.
I got I got too many questions. I got too many backstories. I need to know. I need Katora to stop playing with me and let the first scene of the next episode be Uncle Clifford telling us that grandmother had to be sedated because she wouldn't drink the water, and that's the way for him to keep her calm so she could get better. Because anything other than that, I'm going on a worldwide trip to find Katora Hall to ask her why would she do this to me. Why would she break my soul like that? Did she hear Beyonce say, "You won't break my soul"? Why is she trying to break the soul?
Yeah, I really don't. I'm gonna miss it, and then I'm really gonna miss it if if, depending on how some of these storylines conclude. Like we really need we it's a lot to wrap up in one episode. And I mean, I know some of them won't get wrapped up completely, but I'm excited to see who's gonna be the mayor. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen to the bank. I'm excited to see, what's gonna happen, with Ernestine. Like, excited. But of course, yeah, without at least making mention of how this episode began, which was with your favorite pastor.
Listen, 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 listen. Before we even do all of that, girl, Molo can go to hell. She would listen. Love her or hate her, love her or hate her. Marlo will never be Nene Ramen Noodle Head Leaks. She will never. And that's all I gotta say about that. She will never. You will never, ever, 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 ever get on my level, bitch. Get on my level, bitch. I'm sorry. I said, all right. I'm gonna be. I,
Stop.
I
um,
just.
no, yeah, I mean, you're right, but no, back to P Valley. This First of all, we can't forget that this episode is named Snow, and we know why now. Miss Girl, she finally made her debut. That is,
And that white fur was beautiful.
hmm?
I said that white fur was beautiful.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed just that whole scene. I mean, there just with every episode, there's always like, just you pause it and you're just like, wow, like there's really good shots in all these episodes, but that one was like definitely giving, when her and Murda stepped out on the scene. But yeah, like I don't know what I mean. I know what possessed um I looked away for 2 seconds. Like how? How does this happen? But yeah, like, I don't know what prompted her. I'm sorry, I keep moving. I don't know what prompted her to get up there and shake a tail feather in her star spangled bodysuit. I don't know, but I didn't ask for it. I'm not exactly sure if the people from Chuckalisa asked for it, but nonetheless, yeah, Patrice Woodbine or wherever you want to call her, she decided she decided that she was going to take the money. She's basically gonna say, tell everybody, hey, they tried to bribe me to get out of to drop out, and I'ma just give y'all the money that they try to give me and blah blah blah. Try to win the people back. And I really hope it don't work, but it probably is. I don't know. Like, which is really gonna be annoying because we've seen like last season things work out in her favor. So it's gonna really piss me off if in the ending of this season is going to see her things working out for her again. I really hope not. She can't she can't win everything. Like, she don't deserve it. And we also, of course, saw how Andre, the way that he kind of like turned around his image and everything was by way of the down at the paint. And I was like, okay, so this is what Autumn had up her sleeve. Okay, they joined forces officially. Okay, I see what's happening here. But of course Andre was kind of upset once Patrice came rolling through and whatnot. And then you saw Corbin, swearing to himself. And but I mean, I thought it was funny though at the same time. I don't feel bad for them, but I do kind of I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens with that. But I think that was really it for that scene. Mm-hmm.
It's giving. You better vote, 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 vote. Come on, you better vote, 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 vote. Hey, want your head to the polls? Want your head to the polls? Cast your vote and swing on the pole. Cast your vote and spring
It was
on the pole.
it, she dropped down on the floor and started picking her afro for me. Like, I was like, what? That was not what I was expecting.
Baby, Patrice say you better vote, 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 vote. You better vote, 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 vote. Come on, Chucka Lisa. I hold so y'all can fly. One day you too, all you hoes that's out there, go on to the poll and cast your vote. And then one day you will learn how to fly like me, and you too can one day steal your daughter money, buy a bootleg church, which was your daughter building, and run for mayor as if you are everything. And Corbin liked to go ahead and bribe me out of the race, but I'ma go ahead and trick y'all the money for y'all vote. I'm gonna pay for your vote. It's called bribery, but I'm doing it in the honor of I'm not keeping they filthy money. Meanwhile, I should have did the right thing and gave it to my daughter. But she don't deserve it because she out here shaking her booty for the devil and I'm out here shaking my booty for the Lord. Cast your vote. Cast your vote today. Cast it for Patrice Woodbine. Say no to the casino. It ain't of God, and we don't need it in Chuckalisa. Amen. And Pastor Woodbine, I hope you give Sister Ranton her $50 because she let me know that it was not a campaign contribution, nor was it the pastor's love offering for your church, and she need her $50 that you ain't gave. So you had better not shot it up in that crowd. Come up off Sister Ranton money. And also you said that your church was gonna donate the napkins and some devil eggs for little big teak repast, and you didn't. But we had enough napkins and food, but I just want to let you know that's why you ain't getting my vote. But anybody else feel like you was voting for the lesser of two evils
Yes.
with this? I was like, Lord, but then it was so funny to me because we just had the Congress lady on her head a couple of weeks ago, and now here this come out, and we see this. You know what I'm saying? Now we see this. So I mean, I was cool with it. Corbin seems a little bit more tolerable of Haley now that she's on board with Andre. Um, for that. And then, other than that, it really wasn't nothing too much to that scene for me. Then we see grandmother in the hospital. Y'all, my heart was broke seeing grandmother like that. The nurse was trying to give her water, but grandmother think it's Beulah coming to give her the water because she kept saying, no, I keep telling you I don't want to break it, which makes me feel like I think grandmother is still alive because she is fighting hard. You know what I'm saying? She is fighting hard, 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 not to take a sip of the drink, even though that was a drink that she really needed. And so she goes in, she pulls the nurse mask off and everything. And you know, meanwhile, when she hit the nurse, everybody coming in to hold grandmother, the glass hit the ground, and as the glass hit the ground in the hospital, she was hitting the ground down to the table. Now, Uncle Clifford, you was wrong for being bent over on grandmother table. That's disrespectful on grandmother table, but I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little sausage in a pan and a little sausage in a. Ooh, I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, baby, they getting it in, baby. They get Uncle Clifford like, don't you touch my lace, like, keep your hand off the lace, grab other things, but not the lace. Okay, and I was here for it. The nurse rang, they had to stop, and so he gets the call to the hospital. He gets the call trying to figure out what's going on, and then he was Uncle Clifford like, my grandmother died, and I was like, you better shut your mouth. Don't you speak like that. Your words have power. Don't speak that into existence, Uncle Clifford. Like, this literally how I'm talking to my TV. Why would you say that? Why would you give that power and put that out there like that? Grandmother not dying. She just got a little COVID. Um, we ain't gonna speak that negativity into the atmosphere, Uncle Clifford. But anyway, he says that he should not be getting happy feet. You know what I'm saying? He should not be getting happy feet while grandmother in the hospital dying. And Lamerta said, "Ha, grandmother would want you to have a little sausage." And I'm like, hell, that sounds like something what grandmother would say. Go ahead, Lamerta. I like seeing them interacting, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But Uncle Clifford, he lets Lamerta lets him know he gonna be doing his thing and going on too. And Uncle Clifford said he knew he wasn't gonna be forever. And with grandmother passing, um, he feel like he need to prepare to stop being alone and on his own. And I'm like, oh, that is just sad because everybody else you have is gone besides your strippers, and them hoes is out of control. But it gave, Lil Murder is conflicted. He's torn because deep down he love Uncle Clifford, baby. He love him some big juicy Uncle Clifford. But Uncle Clifford is tired of being in the shadows. I don't want to be with you and I have to be in secret. But I don't see how ain't nobody seen Lil Murder going in and out the house all week anyway. That is puzzling to me. You don't think? I mean, maybe that's gonna come out in season three. People gonna find out that he was over there. But that was that scene. How you felt about that child? They getting booted while grandmother over there denying the drinks
I
on
mean,
grandmother table.
I get it, obviously, obvious reasons, but I mean, I wasn't so wound up on that more than I was really trying to follow the words that they were saying, like after the fact. Like, I, I think it was more so this whole scene was supposed to make us like just realize these are two these two individuals are just in two like on two separate paths, and it just uh, it just brings us back to reality. And the reality is that it would just be too perfect to see them both, ride off into the sunset, be together, and all this. Like, it would just be way too easy, and just it would just it wouldn't there would be no longevity to their storyline then if it just is that easy. But at the same time, I thought, we gotta obviously note again, like when Uncle Clipper was like, just imagine seeing somebody just that you love with all your heart, just da 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 da, and she was like, "Do you
Do you know what that felt like? And I was like, baby, he thinking about murder.
like?"
About Teak, I mean, not murder, but I'm trying to figure out why he just don't talk to Uncle Clifford about Big Teak and tell him.
Because it's like never time or place or yeah, and they're just getting back.
That was the perfect opening.
Not this is again. This is not me trying to sound like I'm promoting being shady or dishonest. No, that's not at all. But at the same time, I just feel like it was just never. It was never the right time. Like, it was never the right time to really, I guess, just
Come
dive.
on, Chris Brown. It's never a right time to say goodbye.
Stop. Anyway, yeah, like it just wasn't. So I think that that's more of what it was. But it needs to be said. Like, it has to be talked about. But and it's like a double whammy type thing. Just yeah, just like she just said, I don't think he's really ready to talk about it. And it's just like on one side, it's probably that because of just the weight of what it was, and then the other side is like just the nature of like who it's about, what it's about. It's just like, nah, that's a lot to just open up. But again, it's going to have to happen eventually.
Listen, he better go ahead and open up the Cliff and love Cliff and trust Cliff. Cause I'm sorry, I don't, you not showing up at my house in no bloody clothes, and I'ma just let you in the door and let you parlay here. Cause I'm about to feel like who about to be coming, who looking for you? Cause you done been here all of this time. You done showed up in bloody clothes, and now
Um,
you ain't went the hell home.
nope. And I guess I'm not a ride or
I
die.
got questions.
I'm fine with that. Like, no, too many questions. I'm just
I
waiting.
got questions. I'm sorry. I got questions. If you can't talk to me, fine. But go somewhere where you can talk to somebody, because this right here not the place for you.
Way too curious of a person to be like, oh yeah, just come in, sit down. Like, what? No, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
He do have to come to terms with it, but that's why I say, I mean, well, you can't force nobody to grieve on your terms. But I'm just saying,
Ah,
it could have been an opening because when Uncle Clifford asked, "Have you ever?" You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know, but that Katora know what she doing. So let me mind my business.
yeah. Do y'all think that he's gonna go back on tour?
I don't know. I don't know because we don't know what's gonna happen on this last episode with Pico and the gang. I mean, you can't kill the murder. I mean, you can because some shows kill off their main star, but I mean, I think he's too big for him to be gone this soon.
Like what you said
Um,
about Ernestine and her like probably having outside conflicts and stuff with scheduling. I feel like the only time they really like, not the only time, because you have seen like major characters um get killed off real fast, just not because of any conflicts, but usually I feel like it's usually because shit, I lost my train of thought. Wow. Next, anyway.
And also probably trying to keep Clifford out of his gangster mess. This is true too. Um,
That I believe that for a while too.
he probably feels conflicted. He loves Teak and loves Cliffs, but being able to tell your current partner that an ex who loved and sacrificed for you is gone after I told him I'm in love with you.
Hmm.
Ooh, ooh, child. Yeah, that is deep. But I mean, I feel like Lil Murda loved Teak,
Oh, I thought I
but
just
he's in love with Uncle Clifford. I feel like if I don't feel I don't feel like the love was what it once was. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
I feel like if Uncle Clifford, if it the script would have been written the other way, and Uncle Clifford when he came as the Amazon ping delivery, as grandmother so affectionately called it,
Mhm.
being delivered to the door, I feel like if Clifford would have talked to him, I don't think Lil Murder would have cheated on Uncle Cliff.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have. So, you know, I, I don't know, but we can't rewrite the story, so
Mhm.
I don't know.
Um I think I was gonna say usually I feel like also sometimes when they kill off major like characters and stuff like that, it's usually like because like of like contract issues or something like that, or maybe like they was like arguing on the outside about pay and stuff like that. You've seen that too, where it's
Yeah, well, something to happen to the person
mm,
uh, while they negotiating the contract. But I heard that grandmother is in I heard that grandmother is actually taping some other shows. I think another show or a movie or something like that is about to come out. And
mm,
so I think putting her in the hospital with COVID is a way for, because at this time during the pandemic nobody can go to the hospital, so it's a way to explain her absence and not seeing her
yeah.
from the show. But then I also wonder how, if the girl from the Pank gave had the COVID, when was she around grandmother for grandmother to get it from her? Because it never said that Uncle Clifford had COVID and he was
What,
asymptomatic or nothing like that.
you don't remember when they came to clean to get
That's
it up?
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, I had forgot about the cleaning
When she
scene.
remember when she was standing out there like looking all lost and stuff, and then Uncle Clifford went around, and that's when Diamond was like, "Oh my God, you're back!" Da, da, da. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I didn't remember that because I'm trying to figure out. It was like, all right. I'm just trying to make my theory make sense. But okay.
Never mind. Let me be quiet.
But I mean, I do think that's why they gave her COVID so she can have that time off. I don't know. I know it better be a season 3. The
Mm-hmm.
murder is gonna be on the remake of White Men Can't Jump. Girl, is he playing Wesley Snipes' part?
Interesting. I'll have to check it out.
So that was
That was
that
good.
was that scene. It was a really good scene. Then we back at the club. Sadie's is struggling on the pole again. And I think maybe it's something in her mind about the pink, because she was not struggling on that pole when she gave old girl the Mercedes experience.
It's something about the pink and the energy there and stuff like that. Most definitely. I just, yeah, I really think it's time for her to transition into something like more behind the scenes, like but still artistic and stuff like that. I think that's what's in her best interest. But I feel like Autumn definitely showed her true colors a lot in this scene when she was like, she was done taking ownership for what went down. She was like, you're gonna stop blaming me, whatever she said along the lines of that, like you're gonna stop blaming me or whatever. And I just feel like no, 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 like you do still have to take some accountability for the situation. Um, it just sucks that like physically, Mercedes is the one bearing that that weight like that.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, we did the girl thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting the money. I was putting you on. I gave you money. You know what I'm saying? For you to be able to do what you needed to do and bought your gym. You gave you the down payment before I bought me a place to stay. Like at the end of the day, she could. You can't take away what they did. Like if you take away somebody's life, unless you're just a completely heartless person, I think that's gonna always sit with you and live with you, right? But Haley done, Haley, Lakeisha, Autumn, Savage, Nightingale, Johnson, Jackson, Thompson, Marissa, Alabama, whatever her name is, right? She has apologized. She saved the pink for Uncle Clifford for them helping her out. She helped you put a down payment on another building after your raggedy mama stole your money and your building for your gym. Meanwhile, now she's sleeping in the pink because you done put her out. Like it's only so many times that I can apologize. I done said I'm sorry. I done said I'm sorry, but you keep getting in my face about it. You keep wanting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with you. I'm not bothering you. And at this point in time, it's business. All she asked her to do was be a base. That was Mercedes' pride. Didn't want to let her be a base for somebody else. That had nothing to do with what was going on that night. She had been told Mercedes she wanted her to take a bigger cut of the door and just get the girls together and make her money like that. She had been said that even when they were cool. So at the end of the day, like I don't know, Mercedes' attitude is just stank to me. Like, I mean, I understand she had a rough upbringing, but she not just stank with Haley, she stank with everybody. Then she get mad when somebody want to get spanked with her. Meanwhile, they was about to play Russian roulette up in there. She loose lips sinking ship, and the whole time she talking about I shouldn't have never walked up in that room, da 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 da. And Big Bone, the op, is right there listening. Shut your goddamn mouth, Mercedes. Just shut up.
Yeah, I did think that was low key a little stupid. But I mean,
You
I
saying
see.
that in front of Big Bone and the voodoo priestess girl.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, I still feel like I don't know. Maybe because just Autumn's been pissing me off this entire season. And I also had to make mention of when in this scene, Whisper was like, "Someone always gets hurt like this or that," and I was like, "What's that supposed to mean?"
Girl, you know I call her the voodoo priestess. Now what if, because she know too damn much. What if somehow her and Big Bone is connect? Nah, I don't think so, because you don't never really see them fooling around. But I just feel like it's gonna be some type of plot twist towards Whisper.
Mm,
I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna be some type of plot twist.
I thought,
Big Bone is definitely the op though.
yeah, no doubt. I think we definitely know that that if you somehow didn't know this entire season, if somebody out there that didn't know this, you can't deny that you know now that Big Bone is she had a secret agenda when she came up in there. Um, ooh, and I really it pisses me off like whatever's gonna come of that because she not just gonna burn. I don't think she not just gonna burn Diamond. She gonna burn Keyshawn too because I mean you everyone could have concluded as soon as we seen Keyshawn pop back up that it was gonna be some mess between that little love triangle or whatever, but based on a simple fact that Big Bone heard she's privy to knowing that Keyshawn's about to make her grand exit finally. Yeah, this whole scene, like I was just like,
And it's just when she might be thirsty, but I'm hungry. I said, "Ugh, here we go."
my whole face was like, "Arr."
Then when she said these walls talk, this, that, and the third, I'm like, first of all, look at Mississippi Pink and look at your pink. You cannot compete where you cannot compare.
I didn't even notice that they both had. Oh wow. Hmm.
You cannot compete, Big Bone, where you cannot compare. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to get mad with her. But why are you mad with her, man? Yeah, I heard about you. I know enough about you. We ain't been formally been introduced. I know enough. These walls talk where you might want to be careful about listening to these walls. They could be wrong. They know you leaving and getting your ass up out of here. How about that? I was like, oh, child. Big Bone, go to hell. Big Bone go to hell. I don't feel sorry for Big Bone though, and I know I'm skipping. I know I'm skipping. I don't feel sorry for Big Bone in her face in this right here moment. I do not feel sorry for her.
Oh, I don't.
Because Big Bone, you was on a job. How you fall in love with your suspect? You fell in love with your suspect, ma'am. I don't feel sorry for you.
No, heck no. I don't think it was. I don't think Tori wrote it really. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there. There's always at least one person that, um, probably wanted to see more so Diamond and Big Bone, but I don't think it was really supposed to be written in a way that we kind of go up for them versus Keyshawn and him. But I think it's another kind of like Murda and Uncle Clifford thing where it's like they not even going them two not gonna be together either because it would just be too perfect. Like I said again, there's a whole monkey wrench that's about to be thrown in um Keyshawn's operation, and Diamond's got some stuff coming to him too, unfortunately. With that really gets under my skin. Like protect Diamond at all costs. Like I don't mm-mm.
Listen, I want Diamond to put that whole. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I want Diamond to put the Bone Girl wherever he put Montavious. Let them rest together. Um, but then after that, y'all know we see. We getting ready for the re opening. Okay. Lil Murder put out there him and Tina Snow gonna kick off the tour at the club. Uncle Clifford is mad. Okay, he is mad. He's talking about how you gonna tell me how to advertise my club. Okay. So baby Tina Snow, listen, I'm just ready to get to this part. Oh yeah, we gonna get there. Tina Snow walks up in the club in this snow white fur. I'm like, girl, come on. And then had somebody carrying it. And then he got on the red. I said, if this ain't the devil and the angel on one shoulder, I don't know what is, baby. But them first was looking good together, baby. So Uncle Clifford, they gets in the club. Uncle Clifford sees everything, baby. And they talking. He telling him about running his club. Don't tell me how to run my club. So they going back and forth. And Uncle Clifford said, you better stop before I get. And the murder said, you better stop before I'll say, oh, in the club. Then here come Tina Snow getting in the middle of in between our freaking moment, baby. She gets to touching little murder on his chest that now on his chain and chest that now says big murder. And I'm like, baby, not big murder. Not after you done shot Pico with the Draco and you know these people gonna look for you. You should have kept that chain that says little murder because to them it's gonna take a sign that now you big murder because you killed Pico. But then I was like, okay, the big murder chain could be a double entendre in the fact that now he's blown up. His song is on the radio with Tina Snow. So, i.e., now he's big murder, and the fact that he killed Pico, I don't know. But baby, she got the touching on him and this, then the other, and Uncle Cliff got mad and stole her yak, took her yak out her hand. And then she gets to telling Uncle Clifford that all his hoes is fine. They gonna have to use some of them for the video. And she takes her bottle back and telling her, Murder, come on, we gotta practice, okay? But then they come through there and tell Uncle Clifford that he had a visitor in the boom boom room, okay? And La Murder looking like, bitch, stop playing with me. When that's how he was looking at him. Stop playing with me. When you start getting visitors in the room, Uncle Clifford said, done been many niggas turned out in the boom boom room. Okay. So baby, he gets up in there and it's Corbin. And I'm like, Corbin better not be here at the grand re opening to talk about this damn casino and selling the paint. That better not be what he about to do. That better not be what he about to do. But Corbin said, I need you to spank me. I need you to spank me like you never spanked me before. How much did it cost that girl for this place? And Uncle Clifford said $250,000. And he said, that's what I got for you to beat me. I said, what in the entire? And then he said, ain't nobody never beat me like you do. I said, what? I mean, I ain't kink shaming, but I never would have saw that. Not at least not between Corbin and Uncle Clifford. And then the other part of me say, where can I sign up to beat people for $250,000? I definitely wear some leather and beat you. I'm just saying. I don't know how to feel about that because that that threw a monkey wrench in there for me. But after he got beat, he went join Andre and them, and child, they enjoying stuff, throwing back shots. He all happy, even being nice to Haley. Haley faked the shot, and Andre want to know why she not drinking, and she like, because I want to remember everything about this night when you became mad, Chuckalisa. And I'm like, girl, stop, you pregnant. And you already know you're pregnant because we seen you throwing up and we seen the witch doctor. I mean, the voodoo priestess asked you if you getting ready for twins. Now I seen some people earlier in Bondi Blue Chat, shout out to Bondi, saying they wonder if Andre wife is pregnant and then Haley is pregnant and maybe that's the two babies. But I'm like, Andre was living in the house while the wife was living in the basement giving head to the doctor. So is she pregnant for Andre or is she pregnant for the doctor? Girl, this too much. This show too much.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's interesting. That's an interesting theory. Um, that we didn't bring up that before. Autumn's got something baking in the oven. Some things. But yeah, definitely a lot with it. Of course, we got to bring up the fact that once Uncle Clifford told Toy to get the F. Um,
Wait. Before we go to that, I want to ask you something. You remember when grandmother said, you don't have $250,000? Remember in the beginning when he was talking about how much he hate Haley and I could kill that high yellow heifer? And grandmother said, well, yeah, let's kill her. And then she said, about you don't have $250,000
I don't remember that.
to replace, because that's what Haley spent to buy the club. He was like, you won't have it. And people were saying they think, because the running theory after grandmother said that was that grandmother was going to die, and she probably was going to have a policy that was going to give Uncle Clifford the 250,000. That way he can buy out Haley. So that's 250,000 a big thing. Is a big theme. So now Corbin done came in and got beat for the exact same amount that Haley had. So now Uncle Clifford is about to have 250,000. But I mean, now that there's millions on the table, Haley ain't gonna walk away from the millions that she could potentially get for 250,000.
Start paying attention more. Um, I know. I think you're definitely onto something with that. Um,
Oh, it was a $500,000. No, $500,000. Well, he got a quarter of a million because
yeah,
Haley only paid 250.
yeah. And then if something happens to grandmother, that might be.
If something happened to grandmother, that'd be we not even going down that road. We're not
Any
even going down that road.
anyway, yeah, I didn't really I didn't see it coming. A lot of people, of course, were saying something along the lines of like Corbin and Uncle Clifford having either done something in the past for real, or being related or anything like that. I didn't really play into any of that, but at the same time I definitely didn't see this coming. But I would have the same exact way. Um, but I really think it's really cute, like the whole little murder Uncle Clifford, like when they get jealous of each other, and all that. Like I really think that that's so. I just love them. That's so cute to me. Um, and was that before? No, that was before we didn't get that far yet. But I thought, yeah, that was really cute with them. And I don't know. It's a lot of money being thrown around right now, and we only got one more episode to see exactly where it's all going and who's gonna be putting up what. So, mm-mm.
Child, it's gonna be a mess, baby. Andre and Haley get to talking and then they get to kissing. She say you can't be seen. The mad Chuckalisa can't be seen kissing his mistress. Now they on head and leave and head on back to the house, baby. They get in the house kissing them. Boop, the lamplight cut on and it's his wife and she like, this your payback. And I'm like, girl. And I heard a lot of people were saying, well, she had the toxic dick in her mouth. And I mean, that's true. She did in their bedroom in their house. But baby, he been on Haley since season one.
Yes. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the Mercedes experience exhibit. Oh,
Oh God, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget about it, but I'm sorry. The Mercedes Experience exhibit. Farrah, run Mercedes her money because you
that's
using her image. I need you. You want to know? Can you get the cooch again? I need to know. Can she get her money? I need to know why you have on Usher board number three, Sister Shirlene wig.
that's another wig. Like that's another wig. Like, and I seen somebody on Twitter talking about some. Oh, like it's when you're going on a different path in life and can really, be the person you want to be or whatever, then you start experimenting with things that are outside of your norm or something like that. I'm just like, I don't like it.
I mean, listen, they could. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say when they going through different phases at life and they need to start over, they will cut off their hair
Yeah.
to release the old. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, child, they could have gave that lady a better 27-piece wig if that was the representation. But Mercedes looked really pretty. I think she got what she needed in that moment as far as to regain her clarity in her mind and her strength, especially when she was saying, you see that that's my left side, that's my weak side. And Farrah was like, if that's your weak side, I hate to see you know what I'm saying, your strong side. But I'm like, girl, you look good up there. But you asking her the wrong questions. Farrah like basically telling her that she done left coach and is she gonna let her hit it again? And Mercedes was like, that was business. And then she smirks and say, and a little bit of pleasure. And I'm like, girl, you know it was a whole lot of pleasure. You was enjoying yourself and making those stacks, and I'm not mad at you. But you have asked the question that I need you to you haven't asked the question about where's your money?
Mm-hmm.
Where's your money for this exhibit?
First and last, like we would have nothing to talk about in between. I do think it was a very nice exhibit, of course, of course. But I honestly low key thought like when Farrah was like, would you do it again with me? I honestly thought if had Mercedes gave a different answer, if she was like, yeah, I feel like the rest of that conversation would have kept going and been a whole different thing. But once she was like, nah, like she was like, wow, I guess this chapter of my life really is closed. Like, yeah, you think you cost me $40,000. We knew said it in the beginning. We everybody we all knew that Fair was gonna pop up in one capacity or another. I'm glad it wasn't on no mess for real, and I really hope that this is like the end of that whole thing, and this isn't something that's gonna jump Mercedes past at some point. But I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I was hoping Farrah was gonna show up not in the art exhibit but in the form of her money so that she can go ahead and do her gym. That's what I was really hoping. But like I said, it gave her something. Maybe it's because and I didn't get to see on Sunday, so when Katora be breaking it down, so
Yeah,
y'all let me know. But my theory is, or one of the theories I got from it is maybe, um, even though I still want her to get her money, it could be proven that money is some things money can't buy, and that inner peace that she got from looking at herself and that regainedness of strength and clarity in her mind, is something that she really needed deep down within. So maybe that was the lesson. I don't know. Ranting with Ricardo said no, Farrah's gonna call her next episode.
I guess we'll see then.
So then
Yeah,
we'll see. So, baby, I'm just saying, like, even though Andre hadn't stuck it in, Haley in season one, if the wife wouldn't have been down in Chuckalisa, it would have went down. You know what I'm saying? Because they was about to. They was at the hotel. Like he was sneaking and creeping with Haley. He had fell in love with Haley. Deep like whatever you want to call it, or lust with Haley in season one.
yeah, no, I totally think in that, and that's why we can't just glaze over that. Two wrongs don't make a right, but at the same time, I think just how like Brittany's character like just is, and just like I don't know, she's just not likable for me, and just general, it just makes me not feel bad for her whatsoever. Like, oh well.
They said two wrongs don't make a right. So if I'm wrong, I ain't trying to fight. But I
Exactly.
don't know. But I mean, nah. At least he was down in Chuckalisa at the hotel and not in the marital home in the bedroom. So
Mm,
anyway, let's get to the good part, baby. Uncle Clifford done the old girl sneezing and coughing. Uncle Clifford done yanked her up and told her get out and don't she ever show her face there because she done killed his grandmother. And then the
mm,
other girl started coughing and he was like, "Who coughing? Who coughing? Don't y'all cough up in here?" And the girl was like, "Uncle Clifford, I swallow my spit wrong, baby." So now the girl sitting outside, baby, she crying and carrying on and they gonna repossess my car and my apartment about to get evicted and her and Whisper talking. And baby Roulette walked up looking like a new bag of money. Okay. And so Whisper says maybe Roulette can take care of you like she took care of me. And Roulette like, huh, what you mean? What you talking about? And Whisper give her the look and she she give go ahead and give the girl the steak. And then she like, um, I'm gonna pay you back. And Roulette like, nah, you ain't gonna pay me back. I'm protect you. I got you. And I'm like, Roulette about to be pimping out all the girls out the club, and that's gonna end up being another problem for Uncle Clifford because she about to be pimping these girls, and it's gonna always run back to the club. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always end up running back to the club. Lil Murder and Tina Snow on the stage along with Whisper and Roulette, baby. They is doing a thing, baby. Mississippi on that pole, whirling and swirling, looking good as I don't know what. Her Mercedes catches eyes, and her Mercedes standing up there with Maine. And did y'all notice Mercedes is in Maine gang colors?
mm-hmm.
Okay, but I mean, she live on the block, so you know, not saying she in the gang, but she was wearing the colors. Mercedes, he said Keyshawn dancing like it's her last night, and she said, "Yeah, I think it is." And they catch each other out. He asked her why she ain't in her flow. So she said, "Sometimes you just want to sit back and observe the art." I'm like, "Why, right, Keyshawn? Observe the. I mean, say this, enjoy the show. Then you know what I'm saying. Observe the art. They catch eyes." She, give her a nod. She wink at her as if, yeah, all is forgiven. You know what I'm saying? And Keyshawn continues to do her dancing and do what she do. Then next thing you know, the murder come out. He on there killing it, and here comes the Christmas thugs, as I mean, I'm sorry, not the Christmas thugs, the Golden State Warriors, as Ransom with Ricardo calls them, and now they creating a scene and acting a fool. And I'm like, y'all already know how this go. When one person kills somebody in one gang, the other person kills somebody in the other gang, street gang. Like y'all should have told Paco, don't make up that statement about killing that boy. Like y'all already know how this go. Not Paco, Pico. So now they fighting the murder and get into the brawl. Keyshawn sitting on there traumatized and PTSD, covering her face. Diamond is rushing through the crowd, baby with a gun. He knocking cause over left and right to pick up and rescue Keyshawn. And thus we get this scene right here. Next thing you know, Diamond walk away. I love this little diamond on his vest. Uncle Clifford tried to calm down Lamurda. He gonna be his own security. Uncle Clifford ends up pitching pills, find out what Big L is doing, baby. He gonna go ahead and do that, and then Big L gets fired. He gets the pink slip and his pink clothes and his pink Kango. But I think Big L gonna be back. I think they're gonna make up Uncle Clifford just mad. And the murder Mercedes have a moment. He let her hear a song. I don't know if it's the song he made for Big C or maybe a song about him coming out. But he lets her know how she a legend in the way she move her body and make these songs pop off. And then we see Pico baby mama in her belly sitting outside the club screaming how I know he did it. I feel it in my spirit. And I'm like, girl, carry your ass home. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you wanted to be with Pico and all his foolishness and what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? You was down with it, so therefore you picked that man. You know what that gang life about. So go home, be grieving, crying, plan the film, and that's it. That's all. And then we see Big Bone on her bike. She looking at pictures of her and Diamond. Then we see the picture of Montavious Ring. Now, Big Bone, I don't know who you about to send it to, but you might want to think twice. Pico, little girl. Just know the Church of Reeds is not having a funeral for Pico, nor we having a memorial or a repast. We don't care over here. And I'm done.
Oh, that was pretty much the end of it. I I I think yeah, Big L's gonna be back, and I hope so. Just not because he plays like some huge role, but just I don't know, it just feels right with him having him there. Um, and I also I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Uncle Clifford's disdain for drugs like that has something to do with his like mother. Like I don't know, I just that's just what I feel. I just feel like it has something to do with
I
her.
think so too because of what he said.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, exactly what you're saying. That's what I think too. Um, and Big Bone, yes, I think she might want to think twice, most definitely. But I knew she couldn't be trusted from the get go. I knew just based on like her character and everything like that. I'm like, they wouldn't just bring her on here for no like reason. Like, there's something beyond this. Um, like I just knew it. Uh, but yeah, I think ultimately, I don't think the whole roulette, whatever she's got going. If anything, I think that'll keep going this season. Well, there's only one more episode, but I think that'll keep going for like even when we catch back up in season 3, it'll have like been popping off for a while before like it's not going to be ended before it gets off the ground. Like I think she's going to be successfully doing it for a little bit, and then we're going to unpack it at some point next season. But nah, I could do without the Pico's mom and stuff like that. And she was saying, I just know that he has something to do with it and stuff like that. Like, don't be quiet. Don't tell nobody. Don't. We don't need that type of speculation. Um, we don't know. We don't need this coming back on murder at all. Like, I know I should be like covering up people's crimes or nothing like that, but I don't care. I'm over here. I'm over here. I don't care. And yeah, Pico don't deserve anything as far as I'm concerned. But yeah.
Ain't nothing happened over here. And Pastor Ranton, who helped with the fumes and make the obituary, said she ain't making no obituary for Pico. But that's it. That's all we got for that. For those of you who did not get a chance to attend the memorial service for Big T, just want to let you know we did have an official obituary for him. Let me go ahead and let y'all see it. You know, all the good fumes have a picture collage. So here's Big T picture collage, okay? And then we had his life story, his obituary, okay? Cause we appreciate Big T and the moments that he did have with us, okay? And so we did, we put him away real nice, child. We put him away real nice. The service was streamed so you all can go back and watch it, okay? And I just thought this was funny. Telling my kids Uncle Clifford was the 13th disciple. Okay, but we put him away real nicely. Real nicely. Bob, you have any closing remarks?
Mm-mm. No, you summed it up for me. Yep.
Alrighty, so for all those who want to see the stream of um Big Teek's repast slash memorial service. It was put up on Saturday and it is up there for you to see on the church bulletin board of video list. And with that being said, good night, everybody. And I'm going to leave y'all with constitutional realness on our way out. Bye bye.
Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next one.